Chrome. Oh. All right, we are live.
We're live.
Cool. And then I'm gonna post all of the links places. So
there we go.
Blasting music at you, sorry. We're live right now.
We're live.
you're live.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if anyone's in the chat or watching, but hello.
Yeah. 1 second. 1 second while we get set up, everybody. Am I live streaming the page? What am I sharing right now? Am I sharing the
You're sharing Roll20 page.
perfect.
And it has the chat on the right.
Right. Welcome everyone to our game. Glad you all could make it to be part of our adventuring party today. Should we introduce these people who haven't really been on live stream before? Should we introduce them? People who haven't seen them before?
Yes.
All right. I'm Ryan. I'm the GM today. Who else we got?
I'm Kyle. You can see me all the time, and I'm playing Trashbeard 2.0 today.
Yeah.
I'm Nick. I'm the other one you see all the time, and I'm playing Airbender. I don't know what my first name is yet, but it's my character's last name at least.
Hey guys, Josh, noob, no idea what I'm doing, but I'm just here for the enjoyment to have fun and actually win on accident.
Yes, there is a winner at the end of the day.
There is?
No.
Oh.
We're all winners because we're all making a fun story together.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
I was giving my first is how to win. I'm Nat, and I am also a newbie here. But I want to win. I always win. I'm an Enneagram 3. I live to win.
You'll find a way to win, I'm sure.
Whoa.
And then I'm Andrew. This is also my first time playing, but I have seen a couple games before, so excited.
Very cool. Very cool. So just to let everyone know, we're playing a version of another game called Dungeon World, which is kind of like a stripped down version of D&D, but made for our Land of Istoria. We've done it before for Magic Academy and a few other settings, but today we're doing it. The multiverse is opened up to all of us. We're gonna have some real zany dudes and dudettes here tonight. So get ready for that. You guys are all in the game. You guys have all located your character sheets in the journal page of Roll20. And why don't we go around introduce ourselves? Now let's talk about who we're going to be playing today.
I guess I kind of already jumped the gun because
No, that's fine, Kyle. You're Tell us about who is the mysterious man known as Trashbeard 2.0.
So if you guys know, or watched the last one, Trashbeard was my character. Trashbeard 2.0 is actually the same Trashbeard from the future. He's coming back in time to stop Trashbeard 1.0 from becoming the king of the seas, because all it does is bring heartbreak and tragedy to his life. As you can see by his cyborg parts, things haven't been the best for him since becoming the king of the seas. So it's all about a redemption arc for Trashbeard 2.0.
Very cool.
I mentioned a little bit about my character as well. His name's Michael, I guess. Michael Hairbender.
You said it was Michael. You said you made it as Michael. It's in the game. It's rolled as Michael. So
I just like that my character has a normal first name.
He's a big gull named Mike. It's fine.
Mike, Mike is a gull from the Legend of Astoria. Also, actually, in all the storylines, this kind of race of character exists. But Michael, as his namesake suggests, gets a lot of his power from his hair. He's got a whole lot of it, and hopefully it can help the story be a little more lighthearted and fun. That's who I'm playing.
Awesome.
So I'm Groovin Grizzly. So I'm here for nothing but world peace. So we're gonna dance our way. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be moving and grooving to the beats. And we, at the end of the day, we're just gonna have world peace because we're all gonna be in a big club dancing together.
I love that. I love that for us.
Cool. It looks like I'm gonna be playing Professor Drew Easelton. That's his, how do you pronounce his last name?
That's exactly how you pronounce his name. Yeah. He's a
He's like a sly artist from what I'm gathering.
yeah.
So
he's actually the art professor of the Astoria Magic Academy, who's been taken to this world. So
wow,
he's got
prestigious.
tenure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's
Well, I'm excited to
he's a
see
wizard of art. So
yeah.
Wizard of Art.
My character is Vivi Darkholm, and she is a fortune teller. And her mom was a fortune teller, and her dad was a magical elf. So she's out here telling fortunes and casting spells and reading the room.
she's got a dog sled.
There you go.
I've got a dog sled.
Very important that she has a dog sled. So all of you disparate characters, the land of Astoria lately has been racked by storms of portals that have opened up across the land, throwing people from all across the multiverse into this once peaceful fantasy land, including all of you. Not everything that's come through these portals has been good, however, but you might be some of the good ones, because shortly upon arrival to the world, you were greeted by a friendly owl with a letter for you. And the letter looked like this. Ruddy Mysterious in it. It says, "Hail and well met. Welcome to the land of Astoria. I hope you enjoy your stay. Meet me at the Sword and Circle Tavern on the edge of Murkmire Swamp. There is much heroing to be done." And then a mysterious M as a signature. So that is where we will pick up, is at the Sword and Circle Tavern. If you have the Legend of Astoria journal, you might recognize this from the second edition. It's a location that Liu visits. How exciting! Here we go. Whee! It's this dusty old building on the edge of a cliff, looking over the Dauntless Dunes, and it's kind of like where visitors pass through before traveling onwards across the desert. Many adventurers pass through here. Many of legend, many have never returned, but it stands as a place for people to rest and take a load off and share stories before getting back on the road. So all of you have found yourself at this tavern. You have a reservation, apparently, as you arrive. There's a table set out just for you, and you are all meeting for the first time. This group of strange and unusual people. So is there a conversation happening? Are you clinking drinks? Are you
So
arm wrestling?
Ryan, I came prepared.
Yeah.
I was
I
gonna say
Nice
I think
polar.
Trash Beard.
Okay. Groovin Grizzly has a polar.
I
Very
have a
good.
polar, right? That's
He's a bear.
That's what the Groovin Grizzly drinks.
Is he a polar bear? He's a grizzly. Wait, so yeah. It's okay. They're all cousins. It's fine.
It's all part of the fam.
Yeah.
I got a big stein of ginger beer.
Trash Beard keeps spilling his beer all over my feet.
Ugh. What a twerp.
I'm holding a big stein, like a massive one, without my hands, holding it with my hair, trying to drink out of it and failing miserably. It's spilling all over me. I'm trying to play it off like I have more control over my hair than I do. I'm attracting a lot of attention.
I bet. Yeah.
I'm sitting a bit away from the table. I'm there, but I'm sitting away a little bit. And I'm just watching all of these fools trying to figure out what they're all doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping my wits about me, though. I am just drinking a water.
That's good. That's good. Clear head.
Smart.
I will say I am eating my nachos and I get some hair in my nachos and I immediately do a darting stare over at Michael Hairbender. There's nothing worse than hair in your nachos.
Disgusting. You're getting some looks, I think, because you guys do stand out. This is a fantasy setting. There's adventurers with swords and shields and armor, and you're a bunch of weirdos at a table. The owner of the establishment is a big pig-looking guy called Big Suds. He looks like this. He kind of waddles over to your table. Hey, you guys doing okay over here? Can I get you anything else?
Yeah, can we play some music? I want to dance.
Yeah, of course. Hey, you with the loot, kick it up a notch. He snaps at some bard over in the corner. He scrambles and gets his loot strung up, and begins to play a jaunty tune.
Right.
Yeah. Just between yous and me, you guys, you're getting some dirty looks. I know you're not from around here. And if the person who invited you here vouches for you, I know you must be good people. But yeah, it's just it's not a very welcoming place for outsiders these days. A lot of trouble out there in the desert lately.
No room for outsiders here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're as long as you're paying and you're buying your drinks, anybody's welcome here. But I'm just telling you guys, watch your six. There might be some people who are itching for a fight.
Oh, we want world peace here. We're gonna dance our way to it.
I like your attitude there.
I nudge the Groove and Grizzly and I say, "Hey, why don't you show them some of your moves? See, maybe like let's get the crowd going a little bit."
I'm dancing away. Here we go.
I see Groove and Grizzly getting after it, and I stand up and try to mimic what he's doing, but it's completely a failure. And me being just massive, I'm just a giant. I'm obnoxiously loud. I'm bumping into stuff.
Yeah,
attracting even more attention than before.
I think Hairbender, as you're.
I'm in the corner tapping my foot. I'm not dancing.
He is out dancing. I drop a small drop of truth serum into all of their drinks to figure out what
Vivi's
drugging us.
Kind of shady. She's drugging the. You're doing that. It's very good again because Hairbender is very distracting. You're able to do that, Vivi. As you're stomping around though, Hairbender, you do bump into you knock over a table that's nearby, a small one.
Already starting. Okay.
And a couple of disgruntled adventurers stand up. They're so disgruntled.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I kind of look down. They're a little shorter than me, and I go, "Whoa, wait!" I kind of steady them, kind of grab their shoulders with my hair a little bit, in a friendly way, and I just go, "My bad, gentlemen."
Oh,
keep your hands off me! I don't know who you are coming in here dancing up our joint.
Which I respond, my hands were never actually on you. I can put them on you.
Oh, he's a wise guy. I see how it is. This guy's trying to start something. Yeah, they're probably part of those bandits out in the dunes. Yeah, look at him. He's got a you're one of those marauders, aren't you?
As an attempt to not get right into violence, I take a step back and I say, I think we've gotten off on the wrong foot. And I try to introduce myself and invite them to dance instead of fight.
I am not a bandit. I have art and easel.
That's those bandits out there. They got all kinds of crazy stuff we ain't never seen around here. For all I know, that's some sort of magic technology weapon device or something. We can't trust you as far as we can throw you, and we'll throw you pretty far. I promise.
So what I do is I motion towards the bartender. I go 2 of these. Then I use my extendo arm and I grab both the beers, and I present them to the two travelers and say, "Hey, we really meant nothing by it."
Is Groovin Grizzly still dancing?
He's
This
still
whole time?
dancing, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still dancing.
I
Yeah.
just love that.
I think we might need to make maybe some rolls here to diffuse the situation.
I think I
Um,
should dance with them. Maybe like lighten up the mood, get them loose and feeling good, bouncing to the music.
That sounds like a great idea.
Your truth serum is making you talk too much to the people.
Well, hey, what's going on? Are you guys having fun here, dancing and grooving with me?
No, we're not having fun.
Well, what could we do to make it better?
Get out of our bar.
I want to stay. We got to have a great time here. Come on. Hands up, baby, hands up. Come
All
on.
right, Groovin Grizzly, we gotta get a roll. We gotta get a roll from you here. So go on your sheet. I want you to roll your charisma.
How do we do that?
Yeah, you go on your sheet. There's the 4 stats: there's strength, dexterity, intelligence, charisma. There's a little like dice looking, like kind of a weird looking like hexagon shape
Yep.
next to the 1 there. You want to click that one.
Next to the 1. Got it.
Yep. Oof. So in this game, a 10 or higher is a full success. If it's a 6 through 9, it's a partial success. So something goes well, but something goes wrong. If it's less than 6, it's a failure.
Uh-oh.
You've
I
rolled a
rolled
failure,
5.
Groovin Grizzly. However, with every failure, you get 1 experience point. So in your XP box above that, you can put 1. It'd be 1 out of 8 in this case. So you're grooving. These guys are not impressed with your again, everyone else is pretty into it, but these 2 guys not having it. The taller one, the kind of wolf looking guy, pulls a machete off his belt.
Uh-oh. Now what? So
I
gotta
don't know.
back it up and as I dance.
Yeah.
Doing the
I
backup.
think it's time to diffuse the situation.
Okay, how you gonna do it?
Anybody want to help?
Yeah, you need some help.
Are my hands still on their shoulders?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it can be if you'd like it to be.
Okay.
Nick, can you pick them up by their shirts? Because I was gonna I could open the door from across the room and we can toss them out.
I was gonna make them dance. I was gonna push them together and tell them to dance together
Like a marionette doll?
like a marionette doll.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I said, I know we just met, but that's my friend Groovin Grizzly. And if he's asking you guys to dance, it's time to dance. Go ahead. And I shove them together like 2 pieces of bread or something. I'm not trying to kill them, but I'm trying to kind of lighten them up. Get them really close.
Didn't he have his machete out?
He has a machete out.
Didn't he
Yeah.
just-
Uh-oh.
Well, you can roll strength anyway here.
Okay.
Airbender.
Is it advantage or is
It's
it
just regular, just the next to the number 2 there. on your
okay?
sheet.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Okay. You could mark experience point for that because you got a failure there.
Oh no! That's my only good stat.
It's your only good. You guys rolled poorly. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
So Nick rolled a 6 there. Oof. Yeah, he tried to shove them together, but this guy whirls around with his machete. He's gonna slice and dice at your hair, Airbender.
Does he cut any
Not
of
a
it?
haircut.
Not my hair.
Yeah.
While
He does 1 damage to you with your hair, but you have armor, so it's going to protect against it. So
Okay.
you take no damage. But there's some loose hairs as he whips his machete around. Hey, let go of me! Let go of me!
So while he's doing that, I make an acrobatic move to steal his dagger so that he can be disarmed.
Disarm the guy. Yeah, that sounds like you're doing your dexterity.
Yeah,
here.
and I'm using my climber trait, so I get to roll with advantage, right?
That's right, you do. Got a 12. That's a full success there.
There we go.
Yeah, your robotic arm zoops the machete out of the disgruntled adventurer's hand, and he's just swinging it. He's hey, where? Oh.
And I'm holding this dagger like, look at me, who am I? I'm a stupid guy at a bar. Leave it alone. And I just I put it on the table in front of me, and I say, can we just talk, please?
Big Suds kind of gets involved here. He's like, "Oh, boys, lad, we can just have a good time here, right? We don't have to be fighting. It's okay. Just, you're right. I don't know how you brought that machete in there in the first place. That's against the rules. There's a sign on the door. It says right there, no
As soon
machete."
as you did that, the music turned off, though.
Yeah.
And while everybody was having a hullabaloo at the table, I took the machete and put it in the back of my coat for later use.
Okay. So add that to your inventory, Vivi. A machete.
Just being sneaky.
She's a sneaky one. First,
Pickpocket.
she's hiding a machete. We gotta watch out for her.
Yeah.
Can someone tell us why we're here?
And
Come
as you say that, a little old man pushes his way through to the swinging doors of the saloon here, or the tavern. The guy wearing a hood. It's the mentor.
Oh, the mentor.
He's arrived. Yes. I'm sorry I'm late, everyone. It looks like I missed something very exciting. What's all going on here?
Well, a
We
couple
are-
of scallions ran up on us.
Well, it's hard out there for outsiders these days. I'm sorry again. I'm late.
We also don't know where we're at.
Oh, yes, that would help a little bit, wouldn't it? Welcome to the land of Astoria. It's a very, usually a very peaceful and exciting land of fantasy and adventure, but lately things have been going a little bit haywire, including all of you. So I'm sure it's not that much different from where you come from, but understandably, people lately have been becoming a little bit upset with the state of things. Like these adventurers here, for example. Go ahead, friends. Why don't you tell them what you've been experiencing out in the desert? He says to the disgruntled adventurers. They kind of like they're angry, but somehow the mentor kind of has this calming effect on them a little bit. They're like, every time we try to cross the desert, there's these bandits, these horrible bandits that keep trying to attack our caravans. They're stealing all our stuff. They got all this crazy souped up technology. Stuff I ain't never seen before. It's like magic or something. And not to mention all the huge, giant, ferocious beasts that live out there now. Ferocious beasts, you say? And the mentor strokes his beard. Now, that doesn't sound like the dauntless students that I know. Sounds like there's trouble afoot in the desert, boys and girls. What do you think? Maybe...
What's the reward for helping?
I think the reward in this case is prove yourself as adventurers of note and heroes to these people.
I'm out.
Well,
I want nothing but world peace, so we want to dance our way to it. Can we get going like a flash mob?
I like where your head's at, Groovin' Grizzly. A samba, like a sort of a conga line across the desert. What a way to do it.
As a scholar, I think it would be fun to go out and see if I can illustrate the beasts. So this might be something I would like to go on a challenge or adventure with.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen to these people if we don't get out there and stop the bandits?
Well, it's just figuring out what's going on now. I mean, the bandits have always existed in the desert, but if they have this kind of souped-up technology that they have, like what it sounds like, things from across the universes, well, it could be disastrous. All adventuring could have to stop. Travel through the desert could halt entirely, and then who knows if they go beyond the desert.
I'm thinking to myself out loud. I'm stroking my beard with my hair. and I'm thinking, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to get back to my dimension because I still need to find the perfect hair product for me and to save the world from balding. If they have advanced technology, I'm sure it can help us get out of here. Try to strike a deal with the mentor. If we help this Astoria place, can you help us get back to where we came from?
Oh, absolutely. I thought that was an unspoken thing we'd be doing here. I mean, obviously, you all want to go home, but I think I might have the means to do it. But I need to see you prove your mettle first.
Hey, I'm here on purpose. I have to find somebody, and I need to talk some sense into them. So I don't have time for your little side quest. I gotta go see a guy about a thing.
Guy about a thing. Okay, all right. Well,
Grumpy.
I mean, advise you that the journey is not about the destination or the guy you need to talk to. Perhaps things have a way of working themselves out. You investigate this for these poor adventurers here who need help, and perhaps you'll find who you seek along the way.
Can I ask these adventurers to give us a little bit more information about what to expect out there?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's Scrox Marauders. You know them. Those vulture guys. They used to be small time. We could fend them off pretty easily. You just make a big noise and they scatter. But now they got crazy weapons, and they have control of this. I don't know what it is. It's like a shark or like a whale or something, but it's in the desert, and it coughs up all this dust and smoke, and it's crazy. I don't know how they managed to get something like that, but it's making the desert impassable. Can't even get in there.
How do I know this isn't a big setup from these two bandits? I say this out loud to them.
Well-
And I'm trying to get them to show us where these bad guys are.
Just take a look outside, man. Just come on out to the cliffside. You can see it from here.
Okay.
So me having drank some of the truth serum, I say out loud, guys, I don't trust these guys at all. I think they're a little sketchy, and honestly, they smell kind of bad. And then I look at myself, I look at everyone else like, did I say that out loud? And everyone says yes.
What'd you say? What are you saying about my smell? I took
What
a bath like
said
a week
was,
ago. I'm fine.
I don't trust you. That's what I said. And I'm
You
still looking
stink.
at myself like, why do I keep saying this? I said that out loud too.
Well, Trashbeard 2.0, I think you need to stop being selfish. Sometimes a side quest is all we need to continue on. And we need to dance our way through. And sometimes the side quests can lead to the greater vision of what you're looking for. And maybe you find the person you are looking for.
Venturnos. I like this bear.
Wise words, Grizzly.
Moving
All right,
and grooving,
well.
baby.
That's not the catchphrase. Moving and grooving.
Moving and grooving.
I love it.
I was grooving.
All right. With that, even though I don't trust these guys, I start making for the door.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
They lead you out to the cliffside, looking out over the Dauntless Dunes. And you can see, sure enough, out in the distance, there's this big plume of dust and smoke far off across the dunes. And that's unusual. I mean, there's obviously there's dust storms and stuff, but this is not something that I mean, you guys wouldn't know that, but according to everybody, the mentor is out here too. So that is quite troubling, isn't it?
I take out my fortune ball to see what's on the other side of the desk.
I like that. Okay. You have a fortune teller move, right? So why don't you roll your intelligence, Vivi? On your sheet, it'd be the button next to the there's int, and then next to the number 1, you click that button, and we'll see what you see.
What? Wait, sorry.
So on your sheet, so there's the strength, dexterity, intelligence, charisma. You see those 4 stats at the top of your sheet? And then you click the button under intelligence, or int.
Okay.
Ooh, wow,
There we
12,
go.
full success. On a 10 or higher, so this is your fortune teller move. It says when you look into the future for possible dangers, name a person, place, or thing, and roll intelligence. In this case, you named the dust cloud, right? On a 10 or higher, the GM will tell you 2 things from the list below. On a 7 9, only 1. So I get to tell you 2 things from the list. And so it's a list of things. The nature of the danger that threatens the subject or the subject is part of. 1 grim portent related to the subject that is yet to occur. That's something bad that could happen. Or what kind of threat the subject is. Which 2 things do you like to know, Vivi?
The first and the second one.
Okay. The nature of the danger. Its type. It's not actually a large creature. You can see through the crystal ball glimpses of it looks like an airship, like a flying machine, with a huge smokestack in the back, belching out smoke. as far as the grim portent of things to come, you see kind of a grim vision of the future of this thing leaving the Dauntless Dunes and heading towards the populated cities of Astoria, the towns and villages that are unprotected against such a massive like airship covered in cannons and stuff. That would be bad.
Yeah.
So that's a grim portent of things to come. I can show you, actually, I think it's got a
I
12 or
wonder
higher.
what they're doing in the desert. Are they mining it like Dune, like the movie?
Spice.
Why don't I show you what the since you had a 12, I think I can show you what the ship looks like. Looks like that.
Ooh.
I turned to Trashbeard. Do you know those people?
Okay.
I love a good ship. I tell you that much.
Oh no.
Can't get enough. And actually, I realize I'm not good with water anymore. I know I'm a pirate, but I'm not good with water anymore. So I've actually been looking for an airship. So now I have a main quest. I need a ship. So we're gonna steal that ship.
You're gonna commandeer this ship. Okay, I
Yes.
like it.
Who's in?
But can
I
we
am
trust you
in.
if you're just going for this ship?
Yeah, my intentions are clear. I just drank a truth serum. I
Well,
have nothing else up my sleeve.
He's got a point.
Is there music on the ship?
okay. I'm in.
There has to be.
You can't in Vivi's vision. There's not really like the sound of music, but you hear a bunch of like a bunch of like horrible bird noises. Like that's kind of all you hear. Like, and obviously like the grinds of grinding of machinery and the thumping of engines.
And I better bring some music with me.
You better.
He's so optimistic. I love him. All right.
How should we continue on going?
Well, we got a
What
ship to
is-
steal. I'm ready to go
What's
now.
the next step?
Is that a question
Okay.
for Vivi? How we should progress? Is that a question for Vivi?
Well, I was looking at
Wait,
Yeah.
sorry. You broke up.
Are you coming on the ship?
I said yes.
It's
Okay.
far off in the distance, but you guys can get to it. But you need a means of getting across the desert. You can travel by foot. You could take Vivi's dog sled if you can all fit on it.
Could I draw up something and it could come to life?
You have
Don't
a
I have,
spell
like,
for
a
that,
magic
actually.
perk?
You do have a spell for that, actually, Professor Drew Easelton. You have the wondrous creator here, or you can
Yes.
actually it could be transmogrification. You can use your art abilities to turn something into something else. So if you have something nearby, you can turn into some kind of vehicle. You could do that by
Okay,
your
well,
magic.
why don't we do this since Grizzly needs to carry music?
Mhm.
Do you have like a speaker or something I can like make into like a shuttle
What do you got, Grizzly?
that's full of your music?
I'm taking a look around. Here it is. Boom.
Got a little
it? Boom.
speaker. It's a little speaker,
The little boom box.
little boom box.
All right.
So you,
I get out certain paints and pens and I start to flutter around the speaker with a paintbrush.
all right. So this is where you're going to be rolling your intelligence here, Drew. So go to your sheet and there's the strength, dexterity, intelligence, charisma. Click the button under the intelligence there.
Okay.
Go
Click
next to the
click,
2.
click under the advanced button.
So there's a button that's next to the 2 there. See how there's advantage, there's disadvantage. You're not rolling with either of those right now. You're just rolling with just the stat by itself. So you're
I
gonna click there's a button next to the 2 there. So you click that.
Okay.
Yep. Ooh, 13.
Let's
That was
go.
exactly as planned. Your transmogrification. Tell us how this looks as you modify the speaker.
Awesome.
We take it outside.
So I start to flutter paint around it, and the paint in the air stops mid-air, sort of like water in space.
Mhm.
And then it starts to build the craft around the speaker.
I
And
love
it turns into a blimp with the speaker below everything. So we're sort of on top of it. It's like a magic carpet with the paint holding the speaker.
That is sweet. I love that.
How are we gonna get outside? How are we gonna get out of the bar?
It's outside already. You guys are.
Well, we're on
out.
top of the hill, aren't we?
You guys, yeah, looking over the cliff. Yeah.
I thought we were inside still. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
No. Pay attention, Trashbeard. You're outside right now.
I'm sorry. I got excited about the spaceship.
Yeah.
After seeing the incredible feat that Professor Drew just pulled off, I kind of quietly to myself slip my own hairbrush back into my backpack. Thinking to myself, I also have a brush, realizing they don't do the same things whatsoever.
Aw. Poor Hairbender. He just wanted to help.
So we
That's
have a
very cute.
blimp.
Yeah, so you can travel across the desert towards the airship now.
Do we
All
need
right.
prior to power us the blimp up, and away?
Probably, yeah. If it's a proper, balloon here.
So Nick's hairdryer is going to give us our momentum.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's got a
It's-
hairdryer, doesn't he?
It's a really big blow dryer. I have a lot of hair. Okay. All right. I take it out.
Yep.
I aim it at the ground. And ignoring the fact that it needs to be plugged in, I just
It's magic.
I
It's
just
fine.
I just press it. I just let it rip.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I
So
need
you
to roll?
guys,
Do I need to roll for it, or does it just work?
you just have a hair dryer. I don't think you need to. I don't think there's any challenge in using a hair dryer. I think you know how to do
All
it.
right.
Use it every day.
Beautiful.
To get your
And
luxurious
nobody's
mane.
afraid of heights here with us on top of this blimp.
Just water.
Luckily,
I think
it's
to
a desert.
myself, I've always wanted to see my hair blow in the wind at like this at a high
Oh,
speed.
and it is
So this
majestic.
It's a
It is
big deal
beautiful.
for me.
It is beautiful.
With the other hand, I'm holding my mirror and looking at my hair. I kind of have one hand on the blow dryer and the other hand
And
on
you,
my
you,
mirror.
you know what I think? I think you need to break out some John Travolta type moves so we see the mirror and the hair flowing.
Mm.
I assume the captain position on the blimp out of habit. I start to spin the wheel thing a lot. And I just start acting like a pirate captain. And it's very annoying. But I have to do it.
You have to do it. You can't help it. It's in your nature.
Yes.
So as we're going to this ship, what do we all think the purpose of the ship is in the dunes? Why is it here? It looks pretty daunting and scary.
I tell you, I am so nervous. I am thinking about putting on my defensive fur coat because I'm now a little nervous right now. So I think I need to put it on because I don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
Yeah, but you can put it on. It's probably a good
nighttime?
idea at this altitude as well. It's a little cold.
Yeah, a little cold, but I'm nervous
Uh-huh.
about what we're about to come on to, Professor Drew.
What are what time is it? Is it nighttime? Is it daytime? Is it bright
It's like
out?
it's midday. Yeah.
Okay.
The sun is still out.
Mm.
Can they see? Do we know if they see us coming?
It's pretty far off. They probably, there is like a crow's nest on the ship, like in Vivi's vision, she saw that.
Okay.
So they might have some lookouts looking across the desert but they're probably not looking for things flying because the land of Astoria is like a kind of not primitive, but it's a fantasy. It's like medieval level technology. There's not a lot of flying devices and flying things in the desert or in this land that would be to be on the lookout for.
I suggest to the crew that we take a higher altitude than the pirate ship is at. Or
Okay. I start to get out my paintbrush again and I'm painting red in this like under the blimp thing. So now we're rising up.
Perfect. I like that.
Professor Drew, is it possible for you to blend us in so we can go unnoticed?
Ooh.
Let me check my palette. So I open up my bag of many tricks, which is full of different paintbrushes, and love and behold, I left my invisibility color at home. So I don't have that, but I can try and paint us the color of the sand.
Yeah. Why don't you roll your intelligence again for me for that?
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
It'd be so easy
Same
to
bu-
your invisibility.
Same button.
Same button. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, it's a partial success here. So that means that it works, but there's a little, maybe there's some complications. In this case, I think the effect is kind of less than expected. Like you don't have exactly as much pain as you need for this. It's almost you probably still see yourself a little bit. Like from a distance, you're invisible, but the closer you get, the more visible you're going to be. So it'll help you until you get a little closer to the airship.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's also sticky in some people's hair, so I apologize for that.
Yeah.
Some people. What do you mean, some people? It's obviously my hair.
That we don't paint, I cast a cloaking spell over the ship.
All right.
Mm.
Do
Oh,
you
there we
have
go.
that? Let's see what you got in your sheet here, Vivi. You don't have a cloaking spell on you currently. You have clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance is reading reading people, right?
reading the like seeing where you're not, like seeing ahead of things. She's very good at like seeing things where she's not. But why don't you roll intelligence here, and if you it'll be kind of like a helping roll for Professor Easelton here. So why don't you roll another intelligence for me, Vivi? Because if you get a success in this one, we can bump that partial success that Easelton got up to a full success. Okay, that's still a success. It's a partial, but it's your two with your powers combined, you're going to be pretty hard to spot until you're like right in front of them. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, magic teamwork. Good job, guys.
So I was gonna ask you, Ryan, are we
Yeah.
close enough that we can get a sense if this is if they're prepared to defend, or if they could defend an ambush? How many guards are out there? How many guys are on the deck? Like, what can we see?
I mean, from here, very little. You're still very far away. In Vivi's vision, you did see the deck was covered with a bunch of like little marauders in this case. These are like the desert bandits. Seems like their numbers maybe have grown since they got all this new technology from who knows where. And yeah, as you're flying, I should say too, as you're floating across the desert in your airship, you look down below and you see that like this desert that has ruins and it has like all the stuff you'd normally see in a desert. There's like other things that don't look like they clearly don't belong there. There's like a huge neon billboard lodged in the sand, and like a crashed spaceship, and these there's all these things across the desert as you're flying over. They look like they don't belong in this setting at all. Yeah.
Do you think I'm asking the whole team as I'm still painting the flames because we're getting higher? Do you guys think this desert has to do with how we all got here? Maybe this is where many random universes are meeting up?
That makes a lot of sense.
Feels like it.
Did we
Especially
ever discuss how we all got here to begin with? That might give us some clues.
I have amnesia. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's probably kind of hard to remember. You guys you woke up in this land. You got yoinked through a portal from your own world. Trashbeard's probably the only ones who knows how he got here because he did it intentionally. But the rest of you probably just as confused as the next.
So I'm looking at the sand at all these different artifacts that are kind of lodged into the sand. And I notice a little like a little sword stuck out of the ground.
Yeah.
And so I want to use my swashbuckler move to grab something undefended.
Okay. You have that. It's on your sheet, right? That's just a.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you roll your dexterity for me, Trashbeard?
Do I roll it with advantage?
It's a climber thing. You have it's kind of a acrobatic thing a little bit.
Yeah.
If I can argue that. So yeah, you can roll with advantage. Look at that. Big 12.
Cool.
You go gadget your arm and down to the sand, you yank something back up.
Yeah, actually there was a rope That
Oh yeah,
was
you want to swing down and do that? That's even more swashbuckling.
there's a rope that hangs down, and so
Oh.
I jump on the rope and I swing, and as my momentum goes, I put my robotic arm down, shoot it down, whip it out of the sand, and it's a perfect cutlass for a pirate
Ah.
like myself. But it's not from this world, and I'm going to understand a little bit more of it as I use it in the future.
I like it. Okay, mysterious cutlass.
Yes.
I turn to Vivi as I'm brushing my hair, and I just whisper, "What a show off!" As I admire myself.
But
What?
my concern was, I think you were just seen as you drop down below our ship level, and I'm concerned word may get out to the ship.
Yeah, you did pop out of your hidey hole. You know, you got
So
this.
I have a feeling you were seen.
Yeah. In fact, as you're maybe this is something that you notice, Trashbeard, as you're swinging back up ahead of you guys in your airship, you see flapping wings, like the silhouettes of flapping individuals, and like this high pitched cackling, like and as you get closer, you can see that there's these let me show you these guys. They're like vulture people. They're animal folk. They're like the native people of Istoria. That comes in all shapes and sizes, all different kinds of animals. These are vultures, and there are a number of them that are swooping and striking this rock in the middle of the sand. And one of them seems to have kind of rubbing his eyes because he just saw this out of thin air, this climber pirate swing down and then disappear again. Back up to their airship here.
Yeah.
So
They're attacking this. This seems like a large, like a small boulder parked on top of the sand.
and I
And
see
they're like,
all
"Get
of them as I'm
you
doing it.
got in there? Come on, what are you hiding from us?"
So I think it's important to find out, and I want to use my connections to go check out what's happening with
Ooh.
these birds to see what they know and what they're
Mhm.
going to potentially radio back to the mothership.
Right.
Do
Okay.
we need to lower the blimp?
Probably a
I,
little. Let's want to slide down the rope.
Here, like a rope.
All right.
yeah, I
Okay.
think we just got to use my connections, right? Put the word out in my social circle about, what we need. I think this is what has to happen.
All right.
What then?
Your social circle. In this case, who is your social circle in the land of Astoria? Do you have people you've met already that are kind of like looking out for you?
So, I've been moving and grooving between different bars. So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have gained a lot of traction, a lot of friends along the way,
So,
and we're just here for it. So I know I can just reach out and they'll be there for me.
all right. Maybe you know these guys. Maybe they're drinking buddies. Who knows? Roll charisma for me. Either way.
All right. Do advantage or
Just regular.
so next to the one?
Yep.
Oh,
It's a failure. Does anyone want to help Groovin Grizzly?
I'll help.
They want to. Can anyone help him with his reaching out to his connections here? Otherwise, he's going to be marking a failure here.
Oh, do I have connections?
I mean, anyone can have connections if you
However,
make it up.
can I use my performer ability to start showing them that I'm a great dancer and it'll get them wanting to move and groove with me
On the rope.
You can
on
do
the rope?
that. What I'll say here with that, even though you failed your it's the reason your connections can't get you what you need is because your connection is actually that rock. You remember you were at one of these bars nearby that, nearby here, and there was this old tortoise, this tortoise, and he had a shell exactly like that rock.
It's Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
It's not at all, but it'd be cool if it was. It's a tortoise. It's one of these turtle guys.
Can I help him by using my spell to listen?
Ooh, yeah, because you have clairvoyance. You could do that.
Magnify the connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Enhance.
So Groove and Grizzly, you're dancing up on your approach, and Vivi, you can listen in on what they're talking about. Why don't you roll your intelligence for me, Vivi? Oh my gosh, you guys are not doing well.
Oh no.
every time you fail a roll in this game, you get an experience point. I think in this case, it's just these guys are just like talking over each other, and there's just kind of not being very helpful or useful in any way. They're just they think this Tortoise has something that they're hiding, right? Like, we saw you digging around in there. You stole something, didn't you? Didn't you, Tortoise? Yeah. And
I say we wait for them to finish badgering the Tortoise, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we then ask him what they were asking for.
Moving past him. We have a short amount of time because we're Blimp's moving, right? So
yeah,
Blimp's moving.
Can't go back.
Dang.
Can we use Hairbender's hair to lasso the turtle up to the ship? Kidnap him, if you will.
Like the National Guard.
I mean, he's very heavy, so you need someone with lots of strength, like Hairbender. So
I put my mirror down.
Hairbender, let down your hair. You probably have to get down on the rope to do that, right? So you can kind of scoop him up on the way past.
Yes. Can I get the help of maybe Trashbeard's extendo arm? Is it strong enough to kind of hold my arm while I let my hair down as far as it can go? Scoop up this Tortoise.
We could also both grab him at the same time. We could roll together. My extendo arm and your hair. Why
don't you do that? A team
together.
effort here. Yeah, roll together.
Rolling strength?
Yep.
I have a -1, by the way, so it's not going to go great.
Okay, here we go. Is that a 5?
Both failures. Oh my god, you guys. I think with this, as you're reaching out, you just fall out of the airship. Like you extend yourself too far. You land in the sand next to the Tortoise.
Okay.
Both you fools.
Okay.
No.
Right.
And they're like,
Now,
hey, what's all this then? Who's this? Who falling out of the sky?
You just fall out of the sky.
I told you guys. I told you. I saw this pirate swing out of thin air.
Hey, you shut up.
Now you shut up.
Now you shut up.
I see the fight happening, and I immediately push Groovin Grizzly off the blimp to go in and use his connections to try to mitigate the situation. So also falls out of the sky.
Just push him off.
And so Groovin Grizzly, you're falling out of the blimp. I need you to make a dexterity roll for me to see how you land.
Mission impossible.
Yeah. You also get a +2 bonus because you have acrobatics as one of your talents. So whatever you roll is going to get a +2 added to it. So
good thinking, BB.
Go ahead, Groovin Grizzly. Roll dex for me.
Hold on. Which one?
Dexterity.
Dex.
So the one next to the 2.
Next to the 2.
Okay, it's a partial. It's a partial. +2 to that, so it'd be 9. Okay. Still, it's not a failure, right? I think more than anything, you land in a really cool way that attracts a lot more attention. All the attention is off of the Tortoise now, and it's all on you, man. Spotlight, Groovin Grizzly.
Spotlight.
I lean over to Trashbeard and I say, that was actually pretty cool.
No, yeah, that guy's good. No, he's good.
He's good. He's so likable.
He's so likable.
He's so grooving.
And I don't like anyone. I'm Trashbeard. I'm a pirate.
You guys, you gotta groove with me. I just want to see the hair waving in the air, baby.
Does he win over these vultures?
He has to roll for that. Let's roll your performer. So roll charisma for me, Groovin Grizzly.
No.
I started
the 1?
Yep.
I got the robot arm going. I'm dancing.
I'm starting to clap.
Dude. Okay, well, it's short-lived because they see you. You're covered. You have this cool coat on. You have these steel-toed dance shoes.
I don't have them on yet, but I'm getting nervous that I got to put them on.
You probably should have them on already.
I'm putting them on right now.
You got shinies on you, and they're bandits.
Uh-oh.
Are they trying to take them?
They're gonna try to steal your stuff, man.
Oh man, what do I do?
I don't know. Your friend's got to do something here.
Okay. Is the Tortoise is a Tortor like face down in the sand? Is he like cognizant of the situation? Is he talking back?
I think he's probably listening. Yeah, he doesn't really. He hasn't said anything yet.
Is he in the shell?
He's in his shell. Yeah.
I believe this species is very timid, so I'm pretty sure he's very overwhelmed right now.
Definitely.
But
definitely.
what I think I need to do though is use my acrobatics to defy danger.
I think you do, because otherwise you can get your crap stolen. So
I do pull out my mystery cutlass though.
yes.
So
As
Ka-shing!
as Ruben Grizzlies try to evade their initial charge or dive bomb or whatever they're doing, I look at Trashbeards with his cutlass out, and I just pick him up with my hair and I just launch him. I launch him right at one of these
bandits.
one of these bandits into the sky.
the sword has a little button that as I'm flying through the air, I notice there's a little button.
Yeah.
And it turns into like it gets a little bit longer.
Ooh, it's
and
extendo saber.
It has two other sharp objects that kind of go out into like a V, like a 3 shape.
It's a 3
Trident?
Like a trident. Like a trident, but a sword.
Your sword turns into a trident in the air. Okay.
So
all this work
at these guys with this trident thing.
All right, we have a few things going on at once right here. So I want Groovin Grizzly to dodge the attack with his dexterity. I want Hairbender to do a strength roll for throwing Trashbeard.
Yep.
And Trashbeard can do an attack. So let's do Groovin Grizzly. Roll dexterity for me as you're dodging and weaving away from these bandits.
Let's go,
Not
Groovin Grizzly.
The 2, right?
Yep.
Come on. There we go.
Okay, that's
Let's
a card.
go.
So that's with +2, so actually 11. It's a full success. You're bipping and bopping, you're dodging and weaving. They can't get their grips on you. They can't get their little hands on your coat. It's too slippery.
Beautiful. I pick up Trashbeard.
Yep.
And I
Yeet
just
him.
launch him.
Yeet!
Oh, here we go.
That's a hot yeet. That's pretty good. So Trashbeard, why don't you roll your damage with your weapon? That's the most damage you can roll with your new extendo
Let's go.
saber trident. And these guys don't have a lot of hit points. That's gonna knock one of these guys out.
Oh.
Knock him out of the sky. Big puff of feathers as you hit him.
And then as I hit him, I fly past him, right? Because the momentum. I got the 13 power. So my momentum. So then I press the button, it retracts, and I put it back in my little belt.
Yeah, as you're flying through the air.
Yes.
You just fly way past him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I do my little right. I
Right,
fly
right.
past him, and then I'm just looking for something for my extendo arm to grab onto, so I don't die from the impact because I'm about to fly 900 feet in the air.
You're flying through the air. The airship is still hovering overhead.
Okay.
If you wanted to grab onto that.
Okay. Then I shoot my arm and I attach to where the rope was attached to the bottom of the blimp,
Mm-hmm.
and I grab the little hook.
Yes.
And then I just like shoot back up into the blimp.
And Vivi and Professor Easelton are still up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a like a paint cigarette on top of the blimp.
Could I launch Groovin Grizzly at the other bandit?
Would you like to throw Groovin Grizzly? Yes, you can. I mean,
I'm a little heavy.
he's a bear, but Hairbender's got insanely strong hair. It's like,
It's either you or the Tortoise.
why not both?
Throw me.
Why not both? Throw them at the same thing. All right, I'm tossing Groovin Grizzly.
All right,
There we
strength
go.
Hairbender.
Let's go.
Big roll, big yeet. All right, you fly through the air, Groovin Grizzly. You're dancing your way into the sky. Roll your damage for me, which is the D6 there on the top left of your sheet.
You put the boots on, right?
You got the boots on.
You got them boots on.
On.
Let's go.
Again, you guys are killing out this damage here. Some kind of sick midair dance move knocks one of these bandits out of the sky.
Yeah, how do you do it, Josh?
I just did my correct. I just did my kick. You missed it.
Are you doing a kick? All right, I like it.
All right, that leaves. So now Groovin Grizzly's in the air. Hairbender and Tortoise are the only ones left on the ground still.
I did not think of this part through. Is the airship's just moving? It's just getting
The airship
farther
is
away?
moving, not super fast. You could catch up with it if you ran.
Okay. Can I pick up this Tortoy and run with him? Is
Just
that
haul. Yeah, you can pick him up and haul him. Yeah.
I put him on my back like it's my own turtle shell?
Yeah, I think you're strong enough. You don't have to roll for that. You can just do it. He's an inanimate object, right? You're not throwing him. You're just carrying him. So
That's true. Technically, well, yeah. Okay. I'm carrying him.
all right.
All right, how
And
are
I'm
you?
running
You're being pursued by bandits, flapping their wings and scrawking
behind me.
behind you. Yeah. Also, the Groovin Grizzly is still midair. So, what are you gonna do about that?
Is
I
he
don't know.
on? Is he
I don't
gonna
want to
make
hurt
it?
myself as I land.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
might.
So either
This poor
I can
blimp.
extend my extendo arm down and I can get him back up, or he can come back down and land on the turtle. Either one, I think, is fair.
Uh-huh.
But what depends? What do you want to do, Groovin Grizzly? Do you want to come back up to the blimp, or do you want to go back down and help Nick out?
I want to go help Nick.
Okay.
I mean, Hairbender.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bandit. Yeah. Hey, who's Nick? Huh?
Yeah, who's Nick?
Could
It's Mike to you.
could Andrew
Little
paint
fourth
a
wall
ramp,
break. You want me to paint a ramp?
and then Nick skateboards on the back of the turtle and goes off the ramp up into the air?
Okay.
Skateboard.
That's a lot, but it can be done. He's got transmogrification magic.
All right, let's see if I can do it.
We have pretty good decks too, so
Right.
I'm hearing about all the commotion from the top of the blimp. I'm hearing the word skateboard and skate ramp yelled out to me left and right. I go, okay, I pop all my fingers, I get out my paintbrush, and I roll a. Do I still do the
Hey, roll
XP
Yeah, roll intelligence for this one.
or intelligence? Sorry, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's a partial success here. I think you're able to paint a skate ramp.
Okay. So the it's like a half ramp.
Yeah,
So like you still have a little more
yeah,
airtime.
I like it. But
Okay.
again, like it's a cool thing that fell out of the sky, and that's what these bands are looking for, right? You've definitely caught their attention with this.
Oh,
thing.
that's
Sure.
right. They definitely saw a random ramp just fall out of the sky.
That's kind of what they're used to seeing these days, just things falling out of the sky and them going to go collect it, right? It seems like that's kind of their whole MO in the Dauntless.
That's
Dudes.
right. That means they start coming closer to us on the ship.
Right. They're even hotter pursuit of Hairbender.
Okay. All right. The ramp is there for you guys.
All right.
do I also have a skateboard or just
No.
a ramp?
So my thought is that your hair would take the tortoise off your back, and then you would spin him like on its back, and then you would jump on it, and then
Super Mario.
Oh, okay.
Your hair
Okay.
product as well. Get it.
So I guess. Sorry, cut out now.
I was gonna say you can use some of your hair wax to wax the turtle shell and make it slick for the ramp.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any hair wax in my gear.
I don't think you do either, but it'd be cool if you did. You think,
maybe
darn
the
it, why did I bring my
tortle.
hair wax?
I go, yeah, I kind of like pocket search and I go, damn it. I left
Yeah.
it on the counter before I got sucked into a portal. So I take the tortoise off my back. I spin it in front of me on the ground as hard as I can. So it's just spinning on the little ramp, on the down slope of the ramp. I kind of back up and I just launch myself kind of onto the spinning tortoise shell up the ramp as hard as I can. I'm pumping with my hair
Mm-hmm.
off the ground. Tons of these bandits behind me flapping their wings.
Yep.
And
Groovin Grizzly is also flying through the air still, I should remind you.
Is Groovin Grizzly on his way up or is he coming down towards me?
I think he's
think
probably
I'm
on his way
coming down.
down. I think he's on his way down. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
I
I
guess
think
I
I'm
have to
gonna. I
check.
think I'm gonna jump on your back here. And you're gonna take me for a ride. You threw me up. Now you got to take me back.
I think that's how it's going to
Alright.
work. Yeah.
And maybe I land on your hair for safety.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
can we also get a
Perfect.
net made possibly for the?
I think the hair is enough for safe landing.
that's fair.
All right. This is going to be.
I'm washing off my brushes. I can't paint right now.
Yeah. Come on. He painted so much already. Give him a break.
I'm using all the hair that I possibly can muster. I'm
All right.
growing new hair for
So-
this.
So Hairbender's gonna and Groove and Grizzly have to do some rolls for me. Groove and Grizzly, Dex for this 3-point landing. Hairbender, strength to show how much energy you're putting into your hair.
Here we go.
Okay, partial. Okay, partial. Good.
All right,
Let's see
partial.
what Grizzly got.
What am I rolling?
Roll your Dex for me.
Hold on.
Okay, both partial successes. I think together we can count that as a full success. But I think describe how this looks. I mean, I'm trying to imagine in my head. Groove and Grizzly lands on your back and your hair, right?
I feel
So
like
as
instead of landing fully in his hair, I feel like I'm going to land on his back a little bit and potentially hurt him a bit, maybe rip a little hair off.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
You
gonna,
hear everyone else who's watching it go, ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can feel it too. I lose some clumps of hair from Groove and Grizzly.
My
You know.
claws.
Kind of digging in as much as he can. That's okay. I factored in for this. I grew as much hair as I possibly could while on the up ramp. I'm tired though. I'm flying through the air. Luckily, I have enough momentum to get me close enough to the rope hanging from the blimp.
Yep.
I just can barely kind of grab onto it.
Yeah, it's real nail biter here, but you do it. You do it. You grab onto the rope. The marauders are flapping behind you. They can't catch up. You had too much speed behind you. Imagine that your momentum even pulls the airship even further faster forward toward the big airship. So
yeah. Can I reach into my whatever I have, my little vest?
Yeah,
hand and kind of without saying anything, kind of toss or throw my blow dryer to Groove and Grizzly. Get some more propulsion on this blimp.
I got it.
These bandits. Got it. Hand off.
All right, so now we're back all on the blimp
Back on
with
the blimp.
tortoise.
Tortoise is here too. Yes. Cautiously, you see the head begin to poke out of the shell and the arms and legs begin to extend. He also has a staff. You're not sure where he was hiding it, but he has it. And he says, my, what a day I've had. I've never been used as a skateboard before. But there's a first time for everything. Thank you for helping me back there. Talks very slowly.
And I'm so glad that we got to help you, but what were they after? What were they badgering you about downstairs, down in the desert?
Well, you see, this desert has become full of all manner of strange artifacts. However, what they thought I stole belongs to me and me alone. Let me show you. He reaches back into his shell. It's got like an inventory back here. And he pulls out a bundle of scrolls. These are spells I've collected over the years, and those marauders usually would have no use for them. But it seems that they become aware of the power these scrolls possess. Quite unusual and concerning, I would say.
Can we see the scrolls? Would you allow us to look at them?
Well, you did help me out, and I have no use for them, so I believe I sense magic in the few of you here. Am I correct?
That
Yes.
is correct.
Good. Yes, you can have them. Perhaps they will find more use with you than they have with me. He hands you 3 scrolls. There's a scroll of a spell called Command. There's a spell called Magic Circle. And there's a spell called Grease. Oop, should be needed by Grease.
Whoa.
The Marauders usually, again, have no use for magic. I don't mean to speak ill of fellow people of Istoria, but they're kind of stupid. And I'm not sure if they can even read.
Interesting. Why would
Um,
they want these scrolls then? Are we allowed to read them? Can we understand what they say?
Oh yeah, you can definitely, if you're a magic user like Vivi and Easelton, you can definitely read these and even use them.
Okay.
Yep,
I bet that there's someone else pulling the strings.
that is my thought as well, Master Climber.
Do
That's
we
exactly-
think it is Trashbeard 1.0?
Dun dun dun.
Put into
How
that.
would he be in this universe?
Well, I'm originally from this universe. You see, I had to come back in time to stop Trashbeard.
Oh, right.
2.0
The
from
lore
getting
dump.
a blunderbuss of chaos.
Do we think he's pulling the strings?
You know, with everything that's going on, it's possible.
What does Vivi
So,
think?
I
Yes.
I was going to say, I want to use my keen observer
Okay.
to ask that.
Excellent. So with Keen Observer, you can ask one question from the Assess move without rolling. So the Assess move has some questions you
Oh.
can ask me, and I have to answer truthfully.
Okay.
Put them in the chat here. The questions are, what happened here recently? Tell me about blank. How could it help me? How could it harm me? Tell me about blank. What are they doing? What will they do next? And what is useful? What here is useful or valuable to me? Or what here is not what it appears to be? So you can pick one question and ask it for free as a Keen Observer.
Am I allowed to ask my team what they think I should ask, or do I have to pick?
You can just do that out of character if you want to, ask the rest of the players what they think you should ask. That's fine.
What question do you guys think?
I think we should say, tell me about Trashbeard 1.0. What are they doing and what will they do next?
I'm a little worried that Trashbeard's not behind it. We'll waste our question if it's a different evil force.
We also need
Oh,
to
but you
know.
would say that, wouldn't you?
I'm
But
not
we
trying
also
figure it out,
need to
Kyle.
know. We need to know about these scrolls. Like why Magic Circle, Grease, and Command.
That's a good point as well.
Because my question is like, tell me about the ship, or like, what here is not what it appears to be. Who's leading these?
Yeah. I was kind of leaning towards that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out who the big bad.
I'm on board with that.
We are trying to get the ship.
Fair point.
Follow your heart, Matt.
Okay. What here is not what it appears to be?
Okay, so you're using your keen observance here, and you ask this question to the Tortoise. He says, "Well, those marauders are led by a very loud and obnoxious individual named Scrock. Scrock was always a small timer, but I've heard tell recently that he's acting a lot more strategically." Yes. Rumor has it he has someone whispering in his ear, giving him advice and leading him towards these strange artifacts from across the universes. Who I don't know, have not seen him in person, just his underlings.
Do we
As
think I was gonna say, do we think this like little whisperer is on the ship?
Yep. You imagine probably so. It's kind of
Okay,
like their headquarters is this airship.
cool.
Feels like who was the guy in Russia who was in the ear for World War I or World War II? The cleric guy.
Oh,
Anyway,
Rasputin. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a Rasputin situation.
A little bit of a Rasputin situation. Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shake my head, clearly having no idea what they're talking about, but pretending like I do.
He's like, yes, every time one of those portals opens up across the desert, The Marauders are there immediately, like they know it's about to happen.
My question is, are they the ones opening the portals?
I don't know. I'm just a
Okay.
simple tortoise who watches and observes the happenings of the dunes.
Well, the interesting part is that portal technology isn't developed for another 150 years. I know this because I came back in time.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
So they shouldn't have portal technology yet.
Can I cast a spell to see where the portal is and what it's doing?
Well, there's portals that randomly open up across the world right now. And it seems like what the tortoise is saying is that whenever one opens up in the desert, the Marauders are there like immediately with their
To
airship
scavenge.
ready to scavenge. Yeah.
Mm.
Which is why they have this big
so-
crazy airship they built, which they shouldn't have. It's not this above level technology of Istoria. So
Mm.
We need to take
We
that
got-
ship.
We got an answer on like maybe who's behind it and a mysterious sub boss, I guess. What do we need to do with these scrolls?
keep
What
them
do we think for that?
and use them.
And with the scrolls, do they have to learn them now, or can they use them? Can they read them and
They're
use
like
them
they're like a one-use scroll, but after a magic user uses a scroll, they can use that spell again, like once a day, kind of thing.
Okay. Is it possible for us to hear what the scrolls or what each scroll does?
Yeah.
Or is that up to
I'll let
us?
you know. Yeah, I can tell you guys. Again, you can just read it because you guys are magic literate. You know what these things would say.
Oh, I didn't realize it was on here. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So the command spell, it allows you to give a single command to an intelligent individual or an animal, and they have to follow it to the best of their ability. Pretty powerful. Magic Circle allows you to draw a circle on the ground, and weak enemies cannot enter it, or any like beings that you deem to be should be kept outside of it can't enter that circle. And then Grease, it's what it sounds like. It shoots like this greasy substance out of whatever you're casting it with, and just like coats a floor or a wall or a room with slippery stuff that has no friction attached to it, so you can slip the slide around.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. That
Sure
is
thing.
very good to know.
Yep.
Can grease be used
Alright.
on my hair? I'm just asking.
Absolutely, it
curiosity.
can. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm not a magic user, right?
But someone could cast grease on your hair and make it very, give you a cool pompadour or something.
Perfect.
It's all possible with magic.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And
So
how
we-
close are we to the ship now?
You're pretty close. You're definitely within spitting distance now. Like you're not like you can't see the people on the deck, but you're definitely getting close. So you have to kind of start to figure out what your next plan is. How are you going to get on this thing?
I
We're
have an
above it.
idea. I have an idea to how to trick them.
Okay. What you got?
Well, it seems like they were after this Tortai guy that we have on our ship. Could we show up with him as a hostage and then demand to talk to like
Leader?
the leader or something?
You could definitely
Even though
try.
he just gave us some scrolls.
So
Can I cast a spell to look at who is steering the ship and we presume that they're the captain?
Yeah, definitely. That'd be
I think that's a good idea.
Your clairvoyance. Why don't you roll intelligence for me, Vivi?
Oh no.
Yeah. I think what this means is you cast your spell and you can see who's driving the ship. And I don't know how your clairvoyance works, but somehow they can see you back, Vivi.
Oh no.
It caught Hairbender's mirror, interfered with the spell.
Oh no. Yes. You see this vulture man. He's got an eye patch. He has this weird little bird on his shoulder. And he goes, "What's all this then? Got a stick and a little peeping Tom looking in on the Megala Dreadnought. Ain't no one gonna take a look at Scrock without Scrock looking back with his one good eye."
Okay. So there goes our cover.
And so,
Well,
but they
you
only
still got the
see-
camouflage on the airship. They can't see you, but they can see Vivi. At least briefly, until the spell ends.
Are we close enough for me to go sneaky and do a acrobatic move onto the crow's nest?
You
Undetected.
you will be shortly. Yes, close enough to
Okay.
do that.
So
If
when
that's
we
what you
get
want to do,
close enough,
that's when you start your your boarding process. You can definitely start with that.
yeah, I was gonna say I can get on there. And only problem is I need some kind of comms. So maybe I can get like a walkie-talkie or something like that, made by one of my really kind artist friends. So that way we can communicate, and I
I
can
was gonna ask,
data back.
is Grooving Grizzly speaker? Is it just a speaker, or is it also?
A speaker is currently an airship. I will point out, so it can't
That's
be
a
used
good
as a
point.
speaker.
Yeah, it is. It's playing the same song on loop because that's the only one he downloaded.
Right.
What are
But
we
it
listening
is.
to though?
don't know,
I
what
would
do
say
you-
like Dance the Night Away by Dua Lipa.
That's
Mm.
good. I like that. Yeah,
I can listen to that over and over again.
you're close enough now that you can hear Scrock being like, "We have intruders approaching at alarming speeds. Battle stations, marauders. Can I
Oh,
get a
no.
Scrock going? Scrock," and they go. Scrock. It's really annoying, but they're all doing it together.
Mm,
Okay, so what did you guys want me to do with my paintbrush? You
I
want me
need
to
a
give you a
walkie-talkie.
walkie-talkie? Okay.
Technically, I need 2 walkie-talkies.
2?
Well, yeah, because I need to be
Well,
able to.
we need one.
Yeah, one on the
Oh, that's
the
right.
blimp and one whoever's going on boarding.
Okay, so
if
is
we
that
don't do the sneaky route, we could just crash this blimp into the ship and just go full bore, all the way in, belly of the beast.
We have a
Well-
circle of protection that we could put around ourselves if we wanted to protect ourselves from the crash.
Right, you have a scroll now.
we
for
also
that.
have the Turtoy guy that they thought still has the scrolls.
Right.
Mm.
Stop wanting to dangle him out and get him captured. You don't like
He's
this.
one of us now.
Well, what if we put the circle of protection on him and then
Mm,
go?
keep him safe.
Yeah, what if we do both? Why don't we kind of drop Tortoy in the front of the ship where a bulk of the attention is, and then we can lower Trashbeard down onto the crow's nest. Maybe
We should-
even Trashbeard and another person.
So I don't
What
even need
if
a
we
distraction
cover-
right now. I can get there without that.
What if we cover the Tortoy and the Grease so that no matter how hard they try to capture him, that he just keeps slipping away from them? He cannot be captured. And then we have the circle of protection around us.
We use all of the spells he just gave us on him.
And use command to say,
Circle of
"Stop it."
Protection, and grease him up.
Knock it off.
I kind of love it. I actually kind of love it.
All right, what's the plan?
And
What are we
then-
doing? We're getting close.
I say we grease the turtle, we put the circle of protection around us, and then we use the command for them to take us to the leader of their ship. We do use all of the spells in one, but
Parlay.
Can I be
Olay.
separate? Can I be separate to diversify?
Yeah, you can be your own guy. You can do a solo mission.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sneaky because I don't want us to put all of our eggs in one basket.
fair.
Do you need
like-
Vivi's sword that she picked up at the bar?
Machete.
Oh, the dagger,
I still
Yes.
have my cutlass that turns into a
trident.
trident. So
I feel like we should split up. I feel like one person should go with Trashbeard, and then the other 3, we can go with Tortoy.
Okay.
So-
Olay.
so Groove and Grizzly also has high dex, so we could go do dex things. We could be dexterous together.
I'm with it.
All right. So
He's also got the most charisma, I
Mhm.
think.
Oh, that's fair. So he could also be.
We're gonna need
heist.
We're gonna need charisma when we get there to convince him to let us talk to.
Yeah, high Riz.
Wait, do we need it because we have command, so we can just tell them what we want and they'll do it.
best of their ability. One command. They can only give them one command.
Do
Okay,
me
so who's
do me and the painter each have one command, or is it one command for the
It's
entire
one
day?
spell scroll. So yeah, one use of each of those spells. After you use them today, you can add them to your spell book and you can use them again another time. But that's what you have currently.
okay?
Okay.
All right, so who wants to go with trash? part 2.
I'm going with Trash Beard.
Do
Okay.
it.
And the rest
Okay.
of us in the turtle got to stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're all grouped, huddled up. I walk over to the tortoise. I go, look, I'm really happy that we got to meet you today,
Yes, very
but it
happy.
looks like we're gonna have to turn you in to help us get
Oh.
on this ship.
Oh no. I've faced worse, young man. I'll be fine.
We appreciate it, and this will not go unnoticed.
Good.
So,
He's
all right.
surprisingly chill about it. He seems like he's a pretty even-keeled guy, generally speaking.
Okay. So can I kind of scoop up my platoon, everyone that's going with me, and
Mhm.
sort of like wrap my hair around some anchor point on the blimp and sort of lower us down onto the ship inside the circle.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
We do that first to kind of initiate contact with the ship. You guys the second unit will go, after us. Once we get settled, and we draw as much attention as we can.
Yes. So yeah, the crew with the Tortoise are on the deck of the ship, the front deck of the ship, surrounded by Scrox marauders.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
take me and Groove and Grizzly go to the other side of the blimp. I grab the side rail with my robo arm. Groove and Grizzly's in my other hand, and then we lower myself down with my robo arm down to the back of the ship where
The
everyone
back of
is
the ship.
not. They're no longer there because they're all at the front looking
So,
at.
so yeah, the Tortoise crew up front, the Trashbeard crew are in the back.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to start with here? Guess let's see. So you drop down to the surrounded by bandits here.
Mm.
What's all this then? What do you got here? Tasty tortoise for us. Mm.
We need Groove and Grizzly to make as much distracting, to just get as much attention on a. Oh no, sorry, he's not with us, is he? Sorry,
Nope.
somebody
You got the
We
magic
need to
users.
start a flash
I'm-
mob
I'm-
from the back.
I misspoke.
I'm with it.
No, no, no.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Guys, we're still sneaky in the back. We don't
Yeah,
want
yeah.
them over here.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I messed it up.
But does my dancing cause a distraction and blow up our plan?
I
Yeah.
think as long as you're doing stealth dancing, you're probably okay.
You're moonwalking.
Yeah.
Self dancing.
You know.
Could Professor Easelton do some kind of distracting or get as much attention on us as possible? Kind of get the whole ship riled up.
I think I can probably like create something, or maybe I can turn part of the ship into something else that moves.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I can create a minor visual illusion.
I feel like they
Yeah.
have a lot of attention already, though, don't they?
They do. You guys dropped out of the sky with the thing, the dude they're trying to capture, right? The Tortoise.
Well, could I
Good
maybe paint up like clones of us so they don't know which
Ooh.
is like who?
Like an illusion. Yeah, that'd be cool. Why don't you roll
Like
your
double team from Pokemon?
I was thinking, yeah. Why don't you roll intelligence for me?
All right. Oh shoot. Give me
Uh-oh.
1 moment.
No worries.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
Oh my god. You guys are so
No.
you can, again, every time you get a fail roll, you can mark an experience point. So it's not a huge loss, but it is a failure.
Can I use my keen observer since it's a new scene?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you want to
Okay.
ask a new question? Yeah.
Yeah. What are the little birds called that are surrounding us?
They're Scrox Marauders.
Okay. Tell me about Scrox Marauders. How could they help me and how can they harm me?
So as far as these are kind of like low-level bandits, at least they have been in the past. They're not very smart. They just like to scavenge things and steal from people. As far as how they could help you, well, they can obviously help you get to the leader of their group, the Scroc, as they're named after. And they're also not very smart, so they could give you some information about who's kind of whispering in the leader's ear. They could harm you because they have weapons, and it seems like they have weapons that are not from Istoria. They think they usually would have like claws or daggers or things like that. Some of them are packing like there's like one guy with like a laser pistol, and there's another guy with like a chainsaw. Like you don't know where they got all this stuff, but they're definitely packing some heat that they wouldn't normally have. So they could definitely harm you bodily with their weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
Professor
So-
Easton, can you, if there's like scavengers and they're just hungry, I need you to drop. Can you drop junk food? I'll infuse it with truth serum. We'll feed it to them, and they'll tell us where the leader is. Is that allowed?
That's allowed. That's thinking with magic.
Okay. So we're still surrounded. I tried to draw the clones. It all fell
It
flat.
didn't
Now
work. I
there's
think you tried drew them, but they're like weird, like squiggly line, like stick figure type
yeah,
things,
it's
you
like
know?
Doodle Bob.
Yeah, it's Doodle Bob. Yeah, I made a bunch of Doodle Bobs.
You know,
They're just making
Okay.
annoying noises and just kind of getting in the way.
Okay, so they're getting closer, but they're hungry. So I'm gonna draw up some bodega snacks. So let's
Yes.
13.
That's a really good. You make some amazing looking bodega snacks.
Delicious.
All right.
It's just nourishing food. And then again, Vivi can use her truth serum in these.
Okay.
Like, oh, this is great. This is delicious. I haven't eaten this well in days. I'm not. They're all like, out of my way. I want some too. I mean, these are scavengers used to eating like dead bodies and like things they found out in the desert. Like, this is like a feast for them. They're vultures after.
All right.
What a great day. We get the tortoise we've been hunting. We get some tasty snacks. What a glorious day.
you know, we can get you more snacks if you give us something that we want.
Do you want anything? What do you need?
Tell us more about this leader of yours.
Oh, Scrog, he's the greatest. He's the strongest and the smartest and the bravest of all of our marauders. He's got this new weapon he's very proud of, his blunderbuss. He's been firing it off into the desert, and it does amazing things. He's got this new little bird on his shoulder. It's very talkative. He's wonderful. Just wonderful, I tell you. He's the best, and we'll follow him until we die.
What is the purpose of him on this ship? What are y'all doing?
Oh, we just travel in the desert. He seems to know where all the things are going to fall out of the sky. And when we find the things that fall out of the sky, we bring them on board and we store them below deck in our treasure hoard. And we just collect and collect and collect. And soon enough, we'll have enough to leave the desert and go and hit the big cities. Maybe even Forcha, maybe the Stepberg, maybe the Humble Hills. Surely they have all kinds of goodies there too. Yes, it'll be wonderful. Wonderful indeed. There's still stuff in their mouths full of snacks and chips and stuff.
We're slowly inching away while we're asking more questions, like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And I ask, is your leader is he afraid of anything?
Oh, not our Scrock. He's the bravest of all of us. He's not afraid of anything. I don't think.
Where is he?
I see a chance to get
Yeah,
to
where
the
is he?
birds.
He's up in his captain's quarters, up top. Top of the ship.
Could you take us there?
Oh, we're eating right now. I'm sure you can find your own way, mate. It's not that hard. Just he points directly up to like the this tower on top of the ship.
Okay.
You just leave the tortoise with us. You'll find him. It'll be fine.
That doesn't feel so
Ooh.
good.
Yeah, no, we're not
You
leaving
know,
the toy.
No, you gave him to us, right? Little gift. You gave us food. You
About
gave us a
that.
tortoise. It's what we wanted. Everyone's hunky-dory. You get your captain. We get our stuff. And delicious snacks.
Can you tell us what your purpose with the tortoise is going to be?
Oh, he knows all kinds of things, doesn't he? He knows about the secrets of the desert, the pyramids. He knows how to get inside them, all the treasures within. He collects all these magic spells and things.
He sounds like a more wise captain than Squonk.
Ah, don't talk poor about our captain. He's only the smartest and best of all of us.
All right, I back
have
up.
we already greased the turtle?
No,
I don't know.
I suggest that.
I was gonna Can I convince these henchmen to like a bet, like a wager? Basically say, if I'm able to lift up this turtle and you're not, you have to take us to the captain.
Ooh, I like that.
I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do that for sure.
Perfect. A few ground rules. If he slips out of your hands, you're disqualified. If we lose, we give you the turtle. If we win, you got to take us to the captain. Easy enough, right?
That's easy stuff.
You can even use as many henchmen as you want.
Oh, this guy's an idiot. We're going to get one over on him. Yeah.
All right.
All right, who wants to do the spell?
Well, first I lift him up with ease with my hair, and I kind of have my arms folded, like very proud, very arrogant, like to kind of get them all riled up.
The tortoise kind of plays like, wow, he's so strong. Oh, my goodness. I feel
Okay.
light as a feather.
I sort of set him down, and as I'm setting him down with my hair, I kind of like give him a little, kind of give him like a little like a little curtain, like a shield to sort of block the spell casting. I
Oh,
pretend
your
that
hair?
my hair's kind of stuck in his shell or something.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of like yanking it out. And I look over at one of these two magic doers. I kind of give him the nod to grease him up.
All right, take it away.
I'll do it.
All right.
So do I got to roll?
Yeah, roll intelligence for me.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, it's a 10.
Let's
That'll
go.
work.
This tortoise greased up.
That'll work.
And the way it's
And
magic grease, so
it's
it's not really
so
super
is-
obvious.
So is Hairbender, but just partially. 'Cause
Just
if this
partially, yeah.
Grabbed him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
partially greased.
It's a win-win. He needed some of it in his hair anyway.
Right,
the
yeah.
pompadour.
I remove
Exactly.
my hair curtain, slick my hair back, and then there is the tortoise, all glistening, greased up.
Yeah. And the marauder that you've been talking to is like, "Hey, boys, let's pick him up." They gather around. There's like 10 of these little vulture guys all gathered around, and they're trying to get a hold of the tortoise. And like he slips out of their hands. He's sliding away. He's like, "Oh no, it seems that I'm a little slippery. Oopsie poopsie." And they just keep trying to grab him, and they're yeah. They can't get a grip on him. He's too greasy. He's slipping out of their hands. He's like, "Oh dear, I guess you're too weak to pick me up."
Mm. My fine gentlemen, a deal is a deal.
No, give us more time. We can do it. Just give us more time.
You want to try again?
Okay, but you might have to call every single henchman on this ship outside here to come and
Wow.
do it.
I see that Hairbender is distracting the henchman with the turtle, and I grab Professor Easelton by the hand, and we go up to the ship deck.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
So
Let's
we're-
while all you guys are doing that, let's cut over to our stealth team of Trashbeard and Grooven Grizzly.
That's right.
And we don't know about the treasure underneath, do we?
You don't know about that.
Okay. Well, that'd be nice to know about.
I'm sure your friends could fill you in.
Do we ever make our walkie-talkie?
No, you didn't, but that's okay. You can figure it out.
All right. Well, Groove and Grizzly and I we land safely on the rear of this boat. I can't remember the correct word for it, even though I'm a pirate.
It's okay.
And we're slowly moving towards the kind of the middle of the boat. I peek around a corner and I look back and I'm like, it's all clear, and all I see is Groove and Grizzly just dancing,
Yeah, silently dancing.
silently dancing. I
Can
shake your
I,
head. Sorry.
can I cast a spell because I can speak to places that I'm not while those two are in the
Oh.
back of the ship? Can I cast a spell to tell them about the treasure and that we are on the way up to the ship deck and that we need them to meet us?
You could do that. Yeah, Vivi. I forgot Vivi has her clairvoyance lets her talk across distances too.
Smart.
Yeah, roll
Wait,
your
what's
roll.
that? What's that I can hear? Is that Vivi?
Roll intelligence.
Yeah, roll intelligence, please. Big 12. Your communication's clear as a bell.
Yep, that's definitely Vivi.
Coming in loud and clear.
But only
So
you
I
can hear
tell
it.
them
so-
about the treasure and I tell them about where we're going and that Hairbender is greasing the turtle up front and that all the little henchmen are distracted.
All right. Well, hey, Groove and Grizzly, I think we get down there. I bet they have a disco ball down there. I bet we go look at the treasure first, just to kind of get a general gauge. Maybe we can get some stuff back up to our blimp that's still hidden. Before we go talk to the captain.
We can also use that as leverage if we have to like keep something away from the captain.
Yeah, and if anyone comes near, I'll turn on my performance and I will distract them so you can get away.
I love it. All right,
Right.
so we make our way through the middle of the ship. I don't know if you guys like that little hole on the side.
Yep.
Mhm.
And we find some stairs that lead down into the hull of the ship.
Yeah. Now, not every marauder is on deck. Most of them are trying to grab this tortoise who's bouncing around the deck like a greased pig. But you will need to roll a dexterity roll for me here, and I believe you have advantage on it as a climber. So as long as you're leading the way, Trashbeard, you can roll with advantage.
Mm.
Okay, a 9.
Means
So I
partial
think
success.
partial success. I think you're able to sneak down to below deck to their treasure hoard.
Mm.
I think the problem is you're not sure, like, which would the partial be? I'm trying to think how the partial success would work here. Do you get noticed on the way down? I
You
think
potentially get noticed.
potentially, or maybe Groovin' Grizzly gets noticed. I'll let you decide who gets noticed, Groovin' Grizzly or
I
Trash
think
Man?
he gets in, but as it's my turn, I get noticed.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, Trashbeard can get below deck, but Groovin' Grizzly's still dancing. And then the Marauders who are heading out to the deck, who were like, let's eat it. We gotta go kick up that turtle. And then all of a sudden they see this bear dancing in the stairwell. And they're like, what? What's all this?
So do I have to perform
You'd
and
have to
choose a
perform.
target to go after?
Yeah, you can perform for them.
And then do I have to hit a move to see if the performance distracts them enough from
Yes,
what's really going on?
roll your charisma for me.
Charisma as an advantage?
No, just regular.
Come on.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Roro.
Oh, bro, that's a failure there. So you're trying to get their get them to be distracted by you, get a little bit of get them on your side somewhat.
Yep.
Um,
It's not working though.
it's not working.
No.
Yeah, they don't like the song.
They don't like the song. They see your beautiful fur jacket. They got big eyes again. Same thing out in the desert. These guys just want your cool stuff, Groovin' Grizzly.
Should I call upon my connections again to see if I can get them to join me and bring a bigger distraction?
You could try. Yeah, go ahead.
And what do I roll for that one?
Charisma again, please.
Come on.
Come on.
You can do it, Grizz.
They can't hear you. They can't hear you. So Groovin' Grizzly, you are captured by the marauders
Oh
here.
no.
We got an intruder, the one the boss was talking about. Let's take him up to the boss. You.
Does Trashbeard know?
I have no idea.
Trashbeard is below deck. He's going down to the treasure hold.
I'm like looking around. I'm like looking at all the stuff, and I completely forgot that Groovin' Grizzly's not with me. I'm a pirate, mind you. When I see loot,
True.
I get excited.
Yeah,
Right.
and there definitely is loot down here. Things from across the multiverse down here.
Oh boy.
There's a few pretty cool items that you notice. I can show you them. You don't know what they are exactly, but they jump out at you as things maybe you and your friends could use.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
Some interesting stuff indeed.
Wow.
You can't identify them quite yet. You'd have to, assess them and look at them, but
Interesting. The boombox,
there's a
some
boombox.
bells,
Uh-huh.
Hairspray
that-
for
hairspray.
Uh-huh.
Who could that be for?
Is that a magic mirror?
yeah.
It's some kind of painting that seems to be moving.
Yeah, but it
Hmm.
seems the thing that I want the most isn't with these 4 items.
There's a very clear spot where it would be hanging on the wall. As a
Mm.
clear
Yes.
outline of a very fancy looking blunderbuss.
The blunderbuss of chaos.
Can I use my keen observer?
That would look like that.
Can I use my keen observer and ask about the
The
little
items.
painting?
Once you find them, you're not with Trashbeard right now.
Okay.
Yeah. The party is very split up. So
It's-
Josh, yeah.
Everything
Groovy
is here
Grizzly's
except
captured.
for the blunderbuss and that seems like there's a nice spot for it to hang on the wall.
It's
And-
immediately obvious to me that these 4 items plus the one that's gone are the most important of all the loot.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
so I get them up in my arms. And fortunately, now even the marauders that weren't there, weren't out with the turtle now are attending to Grooving Grizzly. So I have a pretty easy go about it, right?
You can just bag this stuff. Yeah, no one's down
Yeah.
here.
So I bag it and then I come up from the treasure hole. I look around and can I take this back to the ship before I come back
Pro-
down?
You'd have to go out on the deck and grab onto the rope and climb up with all this stuff. You probably need your friends to bring it back to the ship with you.
Okay,
but
so
you can.
much stuff for me to climb with.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to get back up to the deck because I have all these things.
You do.
But I think to myself, should I go to the deck where the tortoise is, or should I go up and help with the captain?
Well,
I'm
you
leaning-
notice that Groove and Grizzly's not behind you anymore. So
That's fair. But I mean, I don't know where he is. So I mean, I may as well go find the captain, because if I find the captain, he'll let Groove and Grizzly go. If we can have that conversation.
Mhm.
A little forceful conversation.
Forceful conversation. You're gonna take all the stuff up to the captain's quarters.
I don't
All
have
right.
any choice, do I?
Not really. I mean, I think that probably makes
Do Trashbeard and Vivi and Professor Drew, do they cross paths at all as they're kind of on their way to see?
Yeah, I
probably
think
'cause,
so.
yeah, they're all going up at the same time, and so you encounter Trashbeard in the stairwell with his arms full of all this stuff he found.
And I go, "Where's Grizzly?"
I don't know.
Yeah, where am I?
You're captured. You're being dragged up to the captain's quarters.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
so
what?
so they have him as a hostage now.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
probably the first one to get up there, Grizzly. And indeed, Skrock has this like really fancy throne that he's put together here. He's sitting on it all proudly. He's cleaning this insane looking blunderbuss on his lap, and he's like, "Well, what do we have here?"
You
Let-
have the dancingest dancing grizzly you have ever seen.
Just interrupts his speech completely.
Silence, prisoner! I was trying to say something.
So charismatic.
So charismatic. You know, I could use a little bit of entertainment on here. Some sort of a dancing bear I could bring out when I need a laugh. Would you like that? Would you like that, bear?
I am here to ensure world peace. So I'm going to dance my way. So you're going to just want to let me free.
Oh, I'd like to see you try. Skrock's marauders are unstoppable.
Well, what you don't know, because I have the truth serum in me, is we're down below taking your treasure.
You what? The bird on his shoulder suddenly pips up and goes, "You should kill him." Oh, I think I should kill him.
Oh no, please don't.
Can we bust through the door at this point?
Yeah, you can do that.
I have a little sack of all the stuff over my shoulder. We all three of us break through the door. We're standing there. It's one of those like Spider-Man moments where we're
Yeah.
all
Oh,
Right.
you brought friends then, Bear? Wonderful. They can all be my dancing slaves as well.
Absolutely not.
It's
And
like Jabba
I
the
want
Hutt.
to. I feel like I want to use my acrobatics to try and defy this danger that I'm in.
Yeah, because you definitely can get out of this if you do an act. I mean, you are currently being held down by a couple of these marauders, but they're pretty easy to slip out of if you want to roll dex for me. to slip out of there. Defy danger.
Go.
All right. That's we get +2 to that, so it's 9. So pretty good partial success there. You wriggle out, but Scrock now has his blunderbuss drawn, and he's like, "You like dancing, bear? Let's see how you dance with this!" And he pulls the trigger on the big blunderbuss in the direction of all 3 of you adventurers, or 4 in this case.
Oh, no.
Trashbeard's here too.
Can I hear anything from where I am?
I think by this point the Tortoise's been bouncing around the deck long enough that as he passes by you, he's like, "Go on ahead. I got them covered. Keep them busy."
Can I? This might be a stretch, Ryan.
Yeah.
As I hear the blaster kind of click back,
Mm-hmm.
can I use Honorable Warrior to leap over to close the distance between me where I am on the ship, like fly through the window, maybe break through it Kool-Aid Man style,
Yes, I think you should. Roll strength for me.
and just try to block whatever comes out of that gun? Okay.
Yep. Oh, bam. That's good. So with Honorable Warrior, you have 3 uses of that power. So the first use you just used was to cross the distance between you and yourself and a foe by passing all obstacles. You Kool-Aid Man into the captain's quarters.
I hear the thing
The
clock
click.
back. Yeah, I jump through. I hear the song that Groovin' Grizzlies dance to, and I go, I know that song. I fly through. I jump in front of it, dramatic style. I got hair in front of me like a big shield, and I block the shot.
Block the shot. Yeah. So with this blunderbuss of chaos, even Scrock doesn't know what's going to come out of it. So I'm going to roll a d20 to see what he fires out of the end of this thing.
Oh no.
15.
Thanks. Okay.
All right. In this case, it is a bomb with a very short fuse that pops out.
Oh no.
It's like a classic
Wait,
cartoon
let's-
bomb with the fuse coming out of it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can
So-
I hold on to it like I'm jumping on a grenade? There's much hair
Definitely.
around it.
Use your hair dryer to blow out the fuse.
I mean, in the moment, Grizzly, or not Grizzly, Hairbender, would you probably just want to defend with your hair, right?
Yeah, I kind of do I recognize it's a bomb that's gonna go off?
So you want
I
to
mean, 'cause
roll.
I basically caught it.
Using your ability, unbowed, unbent, unbroken. You can roll strength for me to see.
Right. With just normal?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use unbowed and bent, unbroken.
Hey,
okay.
look at that. So on a hit,
Gonna-
you can take half damage. You can completely ignore the other one of ill effect. In this case, it's the explosion. So the bomb's going to go off. I'm going to roll for that. You can take half damage from it.
Do I roll? Okay.
I'd roll that. You take 2 damage. If your
Okay.
armor gets rid of one of those, it protects against 1 damage there. So
One,
take
one
one-
HP.
one- yep. And a 10 or
bad.
higher, which you got, you can also defeat, expose, or frustrate your oppressor with your stubbornness.
Can I expose?
You don't want to defeat him?
Well, I don't know if we want to kill him. He's probably got a lot of information, right?
Yeah, we
Mhm.
need answers from him to figure out who's in charge of like everything. Because isn't he
Yeah.
just like
Whether it's defeating or exposing,
Well,
as long as
if
it's
you use
non-lethal.
expose here, I mean, I think you could expose maybe who's behind this. That could be something you could do here.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. Is like I want to get as much information as I can out of this maneuver.
All right. So he fires the bomb. It explodes. Your hair protects. Scrock starts panicking. He starts pulling the trigger over and over again, and things are popping out of the end of this thing. There's like a blob of goop that comes out, a jolt of electricity, a flag that says "bang" on it. Just all kinds of random things pop out of the end of this thing. He's getting increasingly frustrated. And a little bird on his shoulder, kind of flaps up into the air. He says, it says in his little voice, "Ah, that's enough. That's enough. Stupid,
No.
stupid marauders."
Can I use my swashbuckler move right now to knock someone down or off balance?
Yeah. Who are you?
I want to knock down off balance the little bird
The
'Cause I feel
bird
like
flapping in
bird-
the air.
I
Okay.
feel like I feel like he's giving power to Scrock, and so I want to separate them.
Yes, you can do that. Well, roll dex for me, please. A 9. Okay, so on a partial, you can do that. You separate the bird. So you use your robot arm to do that.
Yeah, so I was gonna just like get my robot arm into like a little fist, and I was just gonna like whoosh, just extendo like Luffy punch it.
Yeah. You hit that little bird, and it's weird. It doesn't like when you punch it, it doesn't feel like it's like a very like substantial creature. Like it doesn't like you punch something, usually there's like a bit of resistance to it, right? This
Yeah.
thing doesn't really have that. And it doesn't really seem to have feathers per se. It's a really strange thing. It's almost like some kind of like a bag of air that you're punching. Yes, you separated them, and Scrox, no, what have you done? Don't hit him, my little friend.
Yeah, I probably can't do anything else now, right? I'm pretty.
No. You have the bird grabbed then, or do you just
Yeah,
punch it?
I have them separated so that
Yeah.
the bird can't easily get back to Scrock.
Yeah, definitely. And Scrock's kind of looking at the bird, looking at you, kind of like it seems like he's in a bit of panic right now. His feathers all sticking up.
Someone get the blunderbuss. I need it. I have all your stuff.
I sprint towards the gun, the
Okay.
blunderbuss.
Gonna grab it.
Yeah, and I pick it up, I grab it.
Okay, roll dex for me, because you have to kind of evade Scrock trying to grab it up as well.
Okay.
Just so we're clear, out in front of the boat is just the Tortoise bouncing.
Just bouncing around. That's the whole time.
All
Yeah.
still trying to pick it up.
Still trying to grab him. You gave them a challenge. Oh no.
Yeah.
Easelton. Scrock grabs it before you do.
It's too heavy.
And
I thought it was gonna be the size of a paintbrush.
He's gonna
the
pull the
weight of a
trigger
paintbrush.
and point blank at you, Easelton.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Let's see what it does, though. You rolled a 5. You're expecting a cannon or a jolt of flame. With a 5, you get hit in the face with a frog. Shoots out of the end of the
Ow.
blunderbuss. Just kind of hits your face with a plap.
Yeah, it's like slide.
And Scrock was disappointed. He thought it'd be something a lot cooler.
Wow.
Yep. The little bird, you're grabbing onto it there, or separating them at least. Trashbeard, it oofs out of existence. Like you have it separated. It's kind of like implodes in on itself, like a kind of slurps into nothing and poofs. And you hear a voice all around you being like, I knew these bandits were too stupid to do this right. They're just bunch of nincompoops. Sheesh. If you want a job done well, you got to do it yourself.
Can I use my keen observer to tell me about the captain? What are they doing with the ship, or what are they doing with the gun, and what will they do next?
They're probably just going to keep firing it wildly until they get their command from their little bird friend, who seems to be just this disembodied voice right now.
I feel like we need to apprehend
The bird.
No, because he kind of evaporated, it sounds like.
He's just poofed out of existence. Is just a voice talking to you.
Scrock? Is Scrock his name? That's the captain.
Scrock
of the
is
ship?
the captain. Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, because he's still firing the gun. Right?
Yeah, he still has his blunderbuss of chaos. He's firing at you guys. He shot a frog into Easelton's face.
Ow.
Yeah. Didn't hurt. It's just kind of annoying.
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful for sure.
Can I just wrap him up, just with my hair as much as I can? Can I just kind of squeeze him until he drops the blunderbuss?
Drops the blunderbuss. Yeah, real strength for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Partial. I think you can wrap him up or make him drop the blunderbuss, but not both. So you wrap him up with the blunderbuss, or you can. Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a look over at Trashbeard. I'm gonna make him drop the blunderbuss
I'm gonna use
before it hits the ground.
I'm gonna use Swashbuckler again, and I can grab something undefended, and now it's mine. So I can.
Okay.
Right?
Yep. That's how it works.
And then I'm gonna shoot my arm. It's gonna catch the gun in the air, it's gonna come back into like my body.
Mm-hmm.
And there's gonna be a moment where everyone looks over at me and they're all excited, but they realize that the temptation of this gun is a lot for me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be dealing with that for a little while.
Feels pretty cool in your hands, though. It feels like it belongs to you.
Yeah.
This chaos blunderbuss, it speaks to you.
I'm like Schmeagol getting the ring. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
You
Oh
can,
no.
you can do a lot of
No.
damage with this thing if you wanted to.
yeah, 'cause that's
Trashbeard,
how
no.
situation. That's how I became 2.0. Is the blunderbuss of chaos got into my previous version's hands and created
Yeah.
just that.
And you hear a little voice in your ear.
That's exactly. You're just the person who should be holding that kind of thing. Yeah, you like it, don't you? You really like it. Sure, be great if you fired it off a few more times, huh?
And
Oh,
I
no.
think back to
He's tempting you.
all the great moments that I've had with my new friends. And I think to myself, I could rule these people.
Yeah, you could. You certainly could. They're easy to control. They're weak-minded. Easy. You could be the captain of this boat. Order those marauders around. Think about that.
But I thought back to something that that Groovin Grizzly had once said to me, that the freedom of dance is not of one's hips, but of one's heart and one's independence. That's the real dance of all.
Wow.
I'm speechless.
And I realized that although my whole goal was to get this blunderbuss and to stop future chaos, that the real blunderbuss was the friends I made along the way.
Okay.
So you just like toss it?
I put it in my back, like on my back, because
Okay.
I still have to keep it, but I'm not going to use it against my friends.
No, you gotta fire it. You gotta fire it. Come on. It'll be funny. Come on, do it.
I said I'm good.
No, you're not good. You're boring. You're boring like everyone else. Boring.
So this is the bird's just like voice.
Weird little voice,
Right.
yeah. And you can probably
Can
hear it.
Vivi or someone, can we figure out more information about this voice, either from the captain or just some other way?
Yeah. Can I roll like a clairvoyance
Mm-hmm.
spell?
Kind of give it pin where this thing is, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, roll intelligence. It's all around you. It's hard to pin down. It's a disembodied voice currently.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna have to get information out of this.
Out of the captain.
captain guy.
And he seems desperate to get his gun back. He's like,
You gotta give that back. I earned it fair and square. My little friend, he gave it to me. Just like this ship. Just like all the fine loot we got on board. It's mine, and mine alone. You'd have taken it from me.
Good. I propose a dance off for the gun.
a dance off.
A dance off?
For
I
the
already
gun?
have the gun.
Yeah, he has the gun in his bag.
Well, the wager is if he can beat the Groovin Grizzly in a dance off, then he can have the gun back. If he loses, he has to tell us everything about this disembodied voice bird thing.
Can I put on my charm bracelet and go charm the captain and get close enough to give him truth serum?
That's a good idea. You can roll
could
your
work,
charm
too.
for me. This would be a convince roll with your
Okay.
charisma. Ooh, you're very convincing, actually.
All right,
Like
forget
10 or
the dance
higher,
off.
they'll do it for little to no cost. So you can get close enough. So how do you try to charm? What do you say to Captain Scrock here to get his get closer to him?
I don't know.
It's okay. You don't have to like flirt with him or anything, but it's like you're trying to put him at ease, right? Trying to like make sure that he's not
You
there to-
seem to have a lot of people that are very loyal to you.
I do. I'm the greatest captain of the Dauntless Dunes.
Tell me more about how you got here.
Well, it all started when I was a young scrap out in the desert, making my way, attacking camps and things like that. We weren't very good, But then I met a friend. First, there was a voice in my ear, a sweet, kindly voice encouraging me to do things and gave me great advice. And of course, I followed it. And then he gave me the blunderbuss of chaos. And then he gave me the pieces for this great ship, the Megalodreadnought. Then he told me where all the other fine pieces would be. I don't know where they came from, but he took the form of a little bird on my shoulder. My little friend, Disordo. That's his name, Disordo. And
So
the voice
he's
like,
so he's just a spirit that appeared to you one day?
something like that. I believe I prayed on my North Star, and he appeared to me. I wanted to be the greatest bandit king of all the land, and he showed up just as my wish was.
This
think
person
that's
has
what
magic.
Oh, yes, certainly.
Hmm.
Disordo. This
Okay.
voice, which you identify as Disordo.
You idiot. You're telling him everything. You're giving away all my surprises, all my secrets. This is not fun at all. This was used to be fun. Scar's like, oh, I'm sorry, Disordo. I didn't mean to. He just asked me story, so I told her. She's very convincing. You're very stupid.
Hmm.
Disordo, what's your objective with all this?
My objective. Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I'm just here to cause a bit of chaos, a little bit of disorder, to make the world a little more fun and interesting. Me and my cousins
Okay.
are going to be making this world our own, starting with this desert.
As a family ordeal.
Yeah, the Chaos Cousins.
Okay.
Do we
I
think
look
the Chaos
trust.
Cousins are those that are just popping up at the portals?
Yeah, I see you've noticed our handiwork. Yeah, we've been making portals all over the dang place. It's been great fun. How do you think you got here, wise guy? It's because of me and my cousins.
Did you choose us to come here?
It's all random, baby.
Okay.
I look over and I see Groovin Grizzly kind of like dancing towards like the exit.
Mhm.
And then he falls off the edge of the ship and logs off the Zoom call.
Oh. Yeah, we kind of are past our time, aren't we?
Yeah,
We
he
can
had
wrap
to
it
go,
up.
he had to
It's
go
okay.
pick up his son.
Yeah, yeah,
Grizzly's
we're
just,
good.
he's deep in the groove right now. He can't be bothered.
Deep in the groove.
We just hear like a pixelated version of Dance the Night Away until
Right.
it slowly fades out.
Fades out.
Okay.
Well, I've had enough fun here, I think. You guys seem like you're ruining all my good times, so I'm gonna take my fun and take my ball and go home, as it were.
Well, you don't get to just leave.
I think I can. It's more fun that way.
Are we
I pulled
gonna
up
take
Blunderbuss
your
of
ship?
Chaos, and I pointed at him. You know, you don't get to just leave.
You don't see him. Disorder's just a little voice.
Well, I'm pointed at. Well, it's a
Point at
Blunderbuss of Chaos.
Skrok. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pointing at Skrok.
I don't need him no more. He's a little broken toy. He's really stupid and not worth hanging on to. Go ahead, blast him. I don't care.
And I look over at Skrok and I go, "See, he never cared about you."
But Master Disordo, I thought we had something special, you and I. It was special, but it's all over. Sorry.
You're just like fluttering away with the bird.
Can we use our command to make Disordo materialize?
Yeah, you can.
What
Oh,
do we team?
Yeah, you can use your command spell to make him pop out of his hiding spot.
daggone.
That's brilliant.
I know.
She's like,
brilliant
I'm gonna
masterpiece.
win.
Yeah, she's gonna win.
Gonna win.
So use your command. You say, Disordo, come out.
Disordo, come out.
Show yourself, right?
He's like, what? I don't want to show myself. What the heck?
And he poofs out of thin air. He's not a bird anymore. He's this little like imp looking fella. He looks like this.
Oh, he's so cute. He looks like a heartless.
And he's got like the
Does.
little standard little like shadow poofs coming out of his little ears there, out of his little jester hat.
Sort of.
To me.
Hmm.
I'm like out here.
What world do you reside from?
Now,
I'm from the worlds between, baby. The lands of chaos. The thing that tears this universes apart. Makes it more interesting and more fun.
Hmm.
can I pull the Blunderbuss of Chaos out now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point at him.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna shoot me with my own gun? Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. Do it. I dare you.
Is there any version of the shot that turns into like a net that can house shadow beings?
There is a net as one of the Blunderbuss of Chaos options.
Do we want to take a 1 in 20 chance that I shoot this at them?
Oh my god.
Roll the dice.
All right, you want to see? All right.
I pointed at him.
Yeah.
What do we need? What do we need?
You need to get a with the weighted net is 13.
We got this.
Alternatively, there's also 20, which is the player's choice.
Okay, so
Okay.
Especially more like a 1 in 10 chance you're going to get what you want.
do I roll a 20 or do you roll 20?
Either way is okay. Do you want to roll the d20?
I don't even know where it is.
Okay, so on the right side of your screen, there's if you go down to the bottom, there's like a select button and like text and stuff. At the bottom, there's a thing that looks like a d20 dice. You see that on the left side of your roll 20 screen?
Oh yeah.
It's on the far left, yeah.
Yeah, and you click that,
Alright.
and then you click d20.
I pointed at him.
Oh no.
Oh.
11 is an explosion of fireworks.
Oh, hey, come out.
This is bursting in his face. All these beautiful sparklies in the air.
That's
Is my
just a
machete any
taste.
help here?
What's that?
Is my machete any help here?
I mean, it could be. Machetes are useful in a lot of ways. He's distracted. He's definitely distracted by the
Just gonna
fireworks going
chunk
off in
the
his
machete.
face. So, you know, if you want to like throw a machete at him or you know, pin him to the ground or something.
Can I just take a swipe at him with my machete while he's
Absolutely.
distracted?
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you roll? It's a
Slice and
strength.
dice.
Roll strength for me. It's a slice and dice attack here.
9.
All right, that's a 9. So you get to do damage. So roll your damage dice up on the left side of your screen.
The
Where's
D6.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Well, actually, first before you roll the damage, the partial success, you got to pick one from the list here. So you can deal damage to your enemy. You are not damaged in return. You expose or create a weakness, or you take something from your opposition. You get to pick one of those.
What do we think? Damage?
Yeah,
Oh, weakness, right? We have to
Yeah,
figure
I
out
feel like
what
we don't
I would expose a weakness.
we don't really know what we're dealing with, yeah.
So I'll do the expose a weakness one.
Okay. So they will do damage back to you because you didn't pick the not get damage in return option.
Okay.
So,
And then I roll a d6.
you don't do the damage. You're just exposing a weakness. So it's a little
Okay.
different. So here's the damage you'll be taking, Vivi, from Disordo. Take 8. I don't think you have HP in there. It should be 18, I believe. So you take 8 damage, but your armor takes care of one of those damage. It only takes 7 damage. So if you, and your HP should be down to 11. I think just getting close to Disordo, you feel just like these weird energies all around him. And as a magic user, you're probably very sensitive to that kind of thing.
Mm.
So it's more of like a stressful situation. You find it like you feel like you feel like really discombobulated is getting close to this guy. Like your thoughts are beginning to become scrambled, but you're not scrambled enough to not slash him with a machete. And he cut into his little robe that he's wearing, his little outfit, and you can see below the robe, like as you cut into it, like a burst of like fuzzy dark shadow energy bursts forth from.
Oh, hey.
There's a big slash in his outfit now.
What do you think you're doing? Not fair.
So he seems like he can be harmed. It seems like this robe is protecting him. And he doesn't seem to like to be attacked physically. It doesn't seem like it's something he's used to having happen to him.
Okay. So physical attacks.
Yeah.
I look back at my group to get backup reinforcement.
Well, if he could take damage from physical attacks, can I shoot him again?
Yeah. You want to shoot him again?
I go, "Oh, really?" And then I point at him again.
What you say?
I hit him with a.
All right, the 6. You hit him with a. Instead of a shot, it's a vacuum wind that sucks everything towards you.
Oh no.
Can I
The
suck him into my gun?
I think
So
that's
he
what
comes
happens.
flying towards you.
Yeah, slurps into the blunderbuss.
So the next time I shoot it, it's a guaranteed little shadow guy that would
It'll-
shoot it out of it.
It'll shoot him out of the gun. Yeah.
So as long as I
Or
don't
I
shoot the
mean,
gun, he's in prison.
is he captured there like a genie or something?
I mean, why don't? That's a good question. I think it would require a bit of magic here to trap him inside the gun.
Okay, so you're sucking him in. He's getting into the gun. He's like trying to fit, or
Let me
yeah,
pull in.
doing that.
Yeah.
And I get on my paintbrush. I'm like, okay, we need to push this little dude in.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna paint like a giant, like a foam finger, but it's like made of metal, and I'm gonna
Yes.
push him in.
Awesome. Roll your
Okay.
intelligence for me.
Alrighty. Intelligence. Wait, okay, I see it. All right.
Ooh, big success. Yes,
All right.
You paint a big metal foam finger. Shove him
And
into
I
it.
Is the phone
put him
finger
in.
tip of the gun? Like it
Yeah.
Like a musket.
It's kind of
There you go.
plugging the hole at the end of it, right?
yeah.
Okay. So we have that. He's in there.
Yeah, he's
We have
banging
the
on banging
ship.
on the inside. Hey,
Let me out. Let me out. Woo, woo. I was just
What
getting
is-
around.
What is Squonk doing right now? He's just still sort of perplexed.
he's
that
kind of perplexed.
the
All
little-
this. He didn't know Disorder looked like this. He's just kind of shocked this is all going on.
Okay.
I can't believe he said he didn't care about me. I thought we was friends.
Okay.
Which is so, and so I have a realization now that I will never be able to use the blunderbuss of chaos again, because if I do, Disordo will be released back into the world. So it's like a check against my dream.
Dark
of-
impulses. Yeah.
Yes.
But now you're the
With
keeper
great-
of it.
With great power
Mhm.
comes great responsibility.
True.
Who knows? Maybe I'll need to shoot him out of there sometime.
Yeah. For now,
Well,
he's in prison,
If
right?
he,
team, we captured the little guy. The ship is now ours, I guess.
It's still Scrox, but he's just very, very sad right now.
what Scrox needs is a friend.
I need a friend.
Hmm.
Can two of us go use our charm and befriend him and get him
Sure.
over to our side?
Create an
Please?
ally in the desert. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do that.
What
Sure.
if we introduce him to the Tortoy?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, you still bounce around on the deck.
Because
Like a
well,
pinball.
except for Trashbeard, we all have to go back to our dimensions, where we're
Yeah.
from. But Tortoy's already here, so is Trashbeard.
So really quick, before we do any kind of resolution here, I make sure to throw Michael Hairbender his hairspray, because he's getting a little frizzy over there.
Yeah, there's
And
treasures
it's-
for all you guys. Well, I'll give you the descriptions of what these treasures do after we once we wrap
Yeah.
it up here.
So I toss that to him.
I think as you guys are kind of wrapping up here, the door it's it's probably smashed open through Michael Hairbender's flying Kool-Aid Man attack earlier. But a whole gang of the Marauders come up here, and they're carrying the Tortoy. They look like crap. They are covered in oil. They are all disheveled, and they're like barely hanging onto the Tortoise, just kind of like smiling serenely, just kind of like, okay.
Speak. Look what we got. Boss, are you okay?
That sounds like some sort of.
Boss, are you okay?
And he
There you
goes,
go.
I'm not okay.
Hmm.
Do you want us to kill them, boss? These intruders?
I don't know what anyone wants me to do anymore.
Hmm.
You were right.
know-
He just needs a friend.
Yeah.
At the beginning of today, we were just like you. We were confused. We were lonely. We had no idea where we belonged, how we even got here. And then we met each other. We became fast friends, became a little testing. And you know what, Captain? I think it's about time that you meet a friend. I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Tortoy. He's not usually greased up.
No, this is new for me.
Can we use the hairspray to make him sticky again?
I think the spell will wear off over
Okay.
time. It's a temporary thing.
I hold it up and he's like, please.
Yeah. That's all right.
It's only medium hold.
I've heard great stories about you, Mr. Scrock. You have been quite a terror to the desert in recent days. Yes, I have. I've been a terrible person, but it's my nature. I'm a marauder.
Hmm.
Maybe we don't have to do marauding.
Mm.
Two desert
right.
friends. Just like that.
Mhm.
So how do we, is that it?
I think that's maybe a good stopping point. Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
guys have solved the problem. You've proven yourselves to be adventurers of Istoria, true heroes. And with the friendship with the tortoise, Scrock's probably going to change his ways as far as being a menace to people traveling across the desert. In fact, he might even realize, I have this amazing steamship. I could ferry people across it. You know, do tours of the Dauntless Dunes. Think about that.
That's true.
You know, and help clean up the desert instead of just stealing things.
It makes sense that the Tortoy and he would be friends. They're both kind of from the desert. You know, they
Yeah,
hang out there.
right. Yeah, I think it makes
They're
sense.
desert pals.
Yeah. As far as your loot goes, you have 5 cool items. Well, the Blunderbuss of Chaos, Trashbeard, you have that. You have a Cousin of Chaos trapped inside it. He'll probably still want you to use it. Maybe you can make a deal with him in order to use the Blunderbuss properly. Bit of a deal with a demon there, but that's okay. You have the Cool Moose Hair Moose. Gives +1 to attack and armor when used in your hair. The Boom Bot, it's like a robotic boom box that plays the song you need when you need it. So when Grooving Grizzly dances, he can roll with advantage when he's dancing to music from the Boom Bot. The bells are buddy bells. Whoever wears these around you gets the buddy perk, which is one of the talents you can get that lets you use little friends and help you in situations. You can use the buddy perk 3 times before the bells must be applied again. They're magical bells, so there's strings of 3 bells each. There's 3 strings of them. Whenever you use a buddy command on something, one of the bells disappears. You have to reapply it every time. And then the portal trit, which is a painting that can be used to go someplace you've been before as long as you can paint it accurately.
Wow.
There's a role involved with that. That can send you somewhere random if you don't paint it right.
That's great.
Yeah.
This is incredible. I love it.
So
Well,
yes. Well, with that, before we end each session, we do have to do a quick end of session questions. That'll give you
Okay.
some experience points. As far as your short-term goals, if any of you reached your short-term goals this session, you can get an experience points for that. But as a group, we're going to answer some questions. So first of all, did we learn something new and important about the world or its people?
Of course, we learned.
Yes.
We learned about the Megala Dreadnought.
The regular dreadnought, yeah.
we learned
We learned
about the multiversal chaos that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
We learned about the scrolls that the Tortoy had.
Yeah. You learned. So if you said yes to that question, give yourself an experience point.
Oh, yeah.
Where do we do that?
Up at the top, there's your damage, armor, level, and XP.
Yes.
Right here. Do you see
XP is going to be experience.
Yeah, so you need 8 XP to get to the first level, or level 2 rather. Next question: did we grow closer as a team?
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so.
I mean, you
I
weren't a
think
team
so.
before, and now you're a team, so that's pretty cool.
Can you imagine if one of us was like, no?
No, yeah, I hate these guys more than I did before.
I'm out.
All right. And did we overcome a notable threat?
Absolutely.
yeah.
We overcame multiple threats, I would say.
I would say. So since you guys answered yes to all those questions, you all get 3 extra experience points at the end of the session here.
All right. I
Yeah.
mean, level 2?
If you got 8 experience points, then yeah, you're level 2.
I'm not even close.
That's okay.
'Cause I-
Well, don't we get experience points for the failed rolls?
Failed rolls as well, yeah. So every time you got a failed roll, you should have marked an experience point for that.
Yeah,
If it helps, you can scroll back up through the game and see. If you didn't mark them while we were playing, you can scroll back up and see where the bad numbers came in.
No, I didn't roll I rolled 1.
Yeah. But anyway, we're already like 26 minutes past our time on our live stream or our schedule, but we can worry about level ups before the next time we play, if we play again.
True.
Thank you everyone for playing today. Hope you had fun. It was a little chaotic, but I think that makes it more interesting.
It was great. It was great.
Ryan, you were superb in your role as the
Thank
game master.
Thank you. You guys were superb as my adventurers. We're all playing the same game together. I just have a different role, and you guys all did amazing. So thank you for bringing your A game to this silly live stream. I appreciate it.
Also, I have one last question for you, Ryan. Did you think we were gonna do more combat than we actually
I did, but you know what? I liked it better without it. You know, like
I know.
You guys
Usually, I feel like it's like the D&D thing is to be like, all right, I try to cut his head off immediately. And
No,
we
you
didn't really
guys-
fight that
We're
much.
out here greasing turtles.
you
Yeah.
guys had really good, like peaceful, but also smart and creative problem solving, which I think is amazing. So,
It was the grizzly bear. We were working towards world peace.
and you got it. I mean, as far as the Dauntless Dunes is concerned, it's peaceful now. So like that's
There we
amazing. I
go.
think that's great. Like when I play role playing games, I often think it's more fun to just do a lot of role playing and have like fun creative solutions and just hitting everything with your weapon. So I was happy you guys
Yeah.
were thinking outside the box a little bit, outside of combat, which is great.
It's fun. I love that the final boss was just a guy who needed a friend.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I had all of his stats figured out. I was like, all right, he's gonna send all of his guys at you. It's gonna be this big combat, but no.
Yeah.
We
Is it the cure for
manipulated
male
them.
loneliness?
And he was just lonely.
Yeah.
We fed them.
You
Yeah.
fed them
Mm.
food, you gave them a friend.
That's right.
The cure for male loneliness is just a desert turtle friend.
That's
all
right.
it is.
And some snacks, some bodega
Yeah,
snacks.
Some fruit snacks. I just love in the background all the henchmen just trying to pick up this turtle the whole time. And they finally get it and they bring it up and they're like, told you.
Yeah.
Really quick before we do head out, Chris Fracker on YouTube asked if there will be notes on this campaign so they could play themselves.
Yes, so the system that we used, I have it typed up. It's not in like a very polished state, but I'm hoping to get that out sooner than later so that it'll be a free thing and probably on our website. The rules as written. If you're curious about the kind of game that it is, it's based a lot on the game called Dungeon World, which is available for free online, so you can check that out. It's based on another game called Apocalypse World, which is kind of like for Mad Max role playing. It uses that system where you just roll 2d6. And like the failure, partial success system, I think is really fun. Makes really cool story opportunities. So check that out until I have the actual Astoria version out. You can read up on those and have some fun with some alternative role playing games that aren't D&D. So
Yeah.
that's my
And
little
if any of
soapbox.
you have never heard of us before, which would be surprising at this point, but if you haven't, this whole game took place inside of a world where a lot of our products take place. So if that's interesting to you, you can check us out. But until then,
Heroes Journal.
Yes.
we'll see you all later. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, Ryan, for putting this all together, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah. Thanks everybody.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.